Good evening. Good evening. Sorry I'm late, y'all. You guys are watching some football tonight. I mean, there's like four HBCU games on tonight? There are 4 games on tonight. And I was not, Thursday nights are the night for me to basically bring on a guest and break down my game of the week. I was not anticipating so many folks to be watching football. Well, I mean, I know you guys are going to watch it, but, now that's something to hear. So we have Alcorn State versus Northwestern State tonight. I don't know if it's still on a rain delay, but sheesh. They said that there was some mistakes with that. And then we have, of course, Alabama State versus UAB. It looked like they were playing pretty good. And then, of course, we had, help me out here, y'all, Norfolk State versus Towson and Delaware State versus Delaware. Yes, everybody's watching football. It's that season. Like the live, share. I know everybody's busy, but tell them, hey, after you guys finish watching the game, come over here. Who's tussling, Dr. Kanisha? Who's tussling? They fighting already? I think everybody's playing PWIs this week, so Lord bless it. But I am so excited because Jackson State football, the 2024 National HBCU reigning champions, open up with the Hope Labor Day Classic. And we are playing out of the CAA, the Hampton Pirates. And I am so excited. Norfolk State is 7. Towson is 13. Y'all keep updating us in the chat. I'm so excited to be able to bring someone to represent Hampton. It's exciting. So I'm ready to bring. Jay, I put you on mute. I'm getting ready to bring on a 3rd generation alumnus who enjoys Hampton football. He is the creator of the Pirate Players Then and Now podcast. And this podcast was created as an effort to highlight the stories behind student athletes who have chosen Hampton football as part of their life journey. And I'm excited to be able to basically do the same thing that I did last week. I've done it with Kobe or from South Carolina State, Perry White with Southern. And so basically what we're going to be doing is I'm going to talk about our quarterback, and I picked 5 impact players plus the quarterback. And then TJ is going to talk about the quarterback room. And he's going to also pick 5 impact players from his team. And then after that, it's kind of a late night. We started a little bit late, but if we have time, of course, we'll open up the stream to everyone else. At this point, you already know, I don't even know if Mr. Ford is going to get on tonight because it's kind of late. But if he does, that will be, as far as like joining the conversation for the first half, that will be the only other person on with us. So without further ado, welcome to the stage, TJ.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Oops, let me see this. Okay.
Got it.
Yes. Would you like to just introduce yourself or,
Oh, sure. I think you did a great job.
Okay.
Like I said, ultimately, as you pointed out, I'm third generation Hamptonian. Love the school and the football program, although was a great part of our experience there. I was there in the mid-90s. And I want to make sure that some of the great stories that were there then and have continued on since then um, are told. And I've tried to do that and begun to do that, as well as some of the great young men who are choosing to play at our HBCUs, particularly Hampton in our case.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think. So I've been following, paying attention, and I just think it's going to be another great season. But the larger narrative is that there are great things happening at Hampton University football.
Okay. So over over here we know about Coach TC, and
Mhm.
he played at Jackson State. He was under the tutelage of some at North Carolina Central, and then he came to Jackson State and was here at Jackson State for quite some time before he became head coach. Can you talk a little bit about your current coach, what he
Sure.
brings to Hampton football, and his vision?
Sure. Coach Boykin is a great guy. He had the opportunity. He had already been on the staff, doing a bunch of things, more of a running coordinator. That's his thing. But last year, before the season started, back in the spring, we had an abrupt coaching change, and he was named the interim. He was already on the staff, and so he had to work with what was there, make some minor adjustments, whatever he could. In the spring, I believe it happened in as late as I want to say May, so it's very late in the cycle. We had a good season regardless, 5-7, and the testament was we had a early October. He had a really good game against, if I remember correctly, I think it was Rhode Island, and we lost by 2. Subsequently, the athletic director, Anthony Henderson, took the interim tag off, and we went out and handled our business with North Carolina A&T in what was a uh, even at their homecoming, which was quite a victory. So this year is really his first full year to implement the things that he wants to do. And I think he's made some significant coaching changes to his, as most new head coaches do. They make some adjustments to their folks. But I think, as you pointed out, Coach T.C. Taylor's done an amazing job, certainly with Jackson State. And I think Coach Boykin is in a similar kind of take care of business, do what you need to do, keep your head down, and just make it happen.
Well, it sounds like we have a interesting show because you have talented players. Jackson State has talented players. Um, I'm interested in knowing more about the Hampton Pirates. And I know that there are a lot of folks that are also interested in learning about not just, sometimes when we get to peel back those layers and you put a name and a face together, we know who we're looking out for. It just makes for that much more of an interesting type of game. Um, Dr. Kanisha, I was just asking, Kanisha asked me, where did I find you? I was just talking last week. I was like, I need somebody to represent. I need somebody to represent. And I just happened to, he just fell in my lap. He was talking on Twitter, and I said, wait a minute. And it said that he was a football enthusiast for Hampton. I said, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Um, so I am so excited. So let me see if I can pull some of this stuff off of here so that you'll be able to see the screen. All right. So, of course, as a courtesy, I'm going to allow you to go first. Um, you know, that's just a courtesy.
You
And
sure?
we're
Ladies first. I would be
start off
perfectly fine with
with
that.
we're going to start off with the quarterbacks.
Okay.
I know you mentioned that coach has been keeping the quarterback name close to the chest. So I actually just put a blank spot there for you, but you can just talk a little bit about the quarterback room. And then I'll do mine, and then we'll do the offense and defense.
Absolutely. So the situation, as you mentioned, at Hampton, Coach Boykin has been keeping the quarterback room quite quiet. Going into the fall, he was able to. He did articulate that there were 4 people. However, no names. Recently, he said there are down to 2, still no names. So we have to kind of look back and see what we think is actually happening. Last year, we graduated 1 and transferred 1, and we had 2, primarily 3 left. Uh, then 1 moved to playing tight end, and they brought in back in December Isaiah Freeman. Isaiah Freeman was the guy that they thought was going to be the guy, and he may still be. 6'3", 200 pounds, senior, had a lot of success at Lincoln in the D2, and both in his rookie campaign and his follow-up campaign was player of the year. And then last year, they didn't have as much success, hence why he was probably looking to move forward. And so when he decided he was going to transfer and then decided to transfer to Hampton, I think everybody thought that that was it. And that is most of the conversation that you'll hear right now. However, I believe that room is a little different. Specifically, they picked up a gentleman named Braden Davis, who is 6'5", 200 pounds, redshirt junior, was originally recruited out of South Carolina, transferred to Syracuse, was going to play wide receiver there, and then landed in our lap somehow magically on our roster. And so I think he was a highly touted quarterback out of high school, didn't really get an opportunity to play at South Carolina, redshirted, then also didn't play further. So I just have this feeling that we're going to see Braden Davis on the field. He's from Middletown, Delaware, was a 4-star coming out of high school, and really hasn't gotten the chance to play quarterback thus far in his collegiate career, not significantly. So Isaiah Freeman is the odds-on favorite, the one that everybody's aware of, but Braden Davis has snuck onto the roster, and I think that maybe a topic of conversation at some point. Although, again, Coach Boykin is not saying anything at all about who's what. So, that's where we are with that.
And that is not unusual. Oh wait, that's actually not unusual for the coaches in week 1, week 2 of football, naming who the starting quarterback is going to be. I guess you could say if there's not a lot of film on your quarterback, you have an edge for not revealing that particular name. Or it could cause your opponent to get ready for one type of quarterback, and then you kind of shock them with another. I think they did that with Southern versus North Carolina Central. It looked like it was working the first half, and then the second half it didn't so much.
One other thing I would note about that, just if you want, is that
Uh-huh.
Hampton has Coach Boykin last year had the tendency to play the hot hand. So we went back and forth between 2 different quarterbacks depending on who was having a better day. At least it seemed that way. And so we may see a multitude of quarterbacks on Saturday.
Okay. So a possible dual quarterback system. So I don't think anyone is a stranger to Jacobian Morgan. He was the Celebration Bowl MVP. He is the SWAC preseason offensive player of the year. Last year he had 2,236 yards, passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 67.3 percentage completion percentage. Jacobian Morgan, what can I say? He's a great leader. He's been in the system, and he is the type of that Coach TC and Rip Kirk they go after. I am impressed with his off season. He's gotten some training. So he has the ability to run when needed. He can be a dual threat. I am interested in seeing Jacobian this year standing in the pocket more and making those passes, especially for the type of offensive weapons that he has. I really would love to see him stand in the pocket. You don't really have to do all that running because you have a stellar running back room and you have the tight ends. So for me, I'm expecting for this opening game to just be, I'll say I'm just going to call it a warm up in terms of him being in those in-game situations. We're going to see how he does. He has a pretty, he's bringing back the offensive line, but they have some new key pieces. So we're going to see kind of like revamped offensive line. We're going to see how that plays into it. But, Jacobian is the leader of the offense. And so I'm expecting for him to do what he has been doing, which is leading. And against the Hampton defense, I'm interested in learning some more about the young men that you have chosen to represent on your defense and how they're impact players. And so I think, for the most part, everyone knows about Jacobian Morgan and how well he does, is going to basically set the tone for the rest of the season. And so as I stated, I'm going to have you go first.
Okay.
And per your request, these are the 5 Hampton playmakers. And so I'm going to let TJ go ahead and take over.
Okay, no problem. And I agree, Jacobian Morgan is going to be very challenging for us to deal with. And yet, so is there a particular order you'd like to go, offense or defense here?
It's whatever you would like to do.
All right, no problem. So, keeping up with the defensive conversation, so you're talking about Jacobian Morgan, I would say the defense will be led by Will Hicks, safety from, Will is a rising redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 195 pounds from New Orleans. Really had his opportunity to begin to take the field. 48 tackles last year, INT, played in 11 games. One of the challenges with us is that we're very young. And so the individuals who have had a lot of on-field experience or a reasonable amount of on-field experience will have to step up and take leadership roles. And Will Hicks, being a safety, will be one of those players. The strength of Hampton's defense, as Coach Boykin has said repeatedly, will be at the back end. So starting with the safeties and the cornerbacks, the defensive backs portion. And so he will be a key component in that. In addition to him will be Michael Matthews Canty, linebacker, true sophomore, out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. He had 34 tackles in just 9 games last year because he certainly was not had to come in and play more and more minutes as the year went on. Mm-hmm. And so we fully expect him to play a much more significant role. Yes, these are individuals I've specifically chosen to highlight returners. There are a number of transfers that are also going to be in the mix, but certainly it's very difficult to know what level of participation or contribution that a transfer player is going to have. You can speculate, but I'm very confident in those particular defenders as they've already had a lot of on-field experience with the unit and the coaches that they're working with, that they should have significant time and role and step up and be leaders here in the 2025 season. Moving on to the offensive side of the ball, we have our primary RB1, Jaquan Snipes. Now, Jaquan Snipes is a great story. Talking about stories, right? He's been there, and Coach Boykin he said specifically there's a special place in his heart for Jaquan because he's hung in there, toughed it out, stayed with the program, now a graduate student. and continues to, and it will have his opportunity to shine. He's played behind other running backs in the past. Last year, there was some challenges, and some which allowed him to get more and more time and end up leading the team in rushing. But Hampton tends to run a multiple running back setup. So just as I said, I call RB1. He should see the most touches, certainly early on in the season. Last year had 95 carries for 351 net yards and 6 touchdowns. We certainly expect as he remains healthy, he should beat those numbers, even with a cadre of other running backs there to support him. Hampton is primarily, or historically has been under Coach Boykin, a running team. And we expect that to have some changes. There's some reasons why I think that might be a little different, a little more balanced this year, but that is why I think Snipes is going to be such a big deal. And then Marshawn Ferguson was a transfer last year and has a great opportunity, got on the field, got a chance to play, came from Old Dominion, was redshirted there, came and got right involved. Played in 12 games, had over 100 yards receiving. And again, he was playing behind some other receivers last year who have now moved on. And so he will emerge at the top of that list in his scenario. He's 5'9", 180 pounds, like a redshirt sophomore. He's from Princeton, New Jersey. And I think he's going to be a key component as a returning receiver in the lineup. And then, of course, you have your ace in the hole, which would be TK Passant. Now, TK is another graduate student who, quite candidly, I thought was gone. He at one point had articulated the possibility of moving on, having gotten his degree and wanted to test the markets, but he decided to come back, and we could not be happier. He has had a significant role, again, over 100 yards last year, but also had a great year the prior year, and I think he's probably looking to return to that as he moves forward. He is 6'5", 265 pounds, so a big tight end, great target for whoever is throwing the ball. And I think he's going to play a significant role. I'm quite comfortable in saying that part of them getting him to return had to be the promise or the expectation that he would play a much more significant role this year, returning to the Pirates. Can't hear you.
I'm just going to ask a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you have a dynamic offense. Even though you don't necessarily know which quarterback is starting, would you say that you're going to have a pass heavy, run heavy offense?
That's a great question.
Go based off of the game?
I think they're going to take what's given to them, but I do think there is some significant components that maybe folks are not looking at, and I'm not saying that the Jackson State leadership they're looking at it all. So we know that this is two teams that are well coached, and that's not really what I'm saying. But from the standpoint of the HBCU perhaps media, let's dive in a little bit, because what's happening here is a major shift in, I think, philosophy. Remember, I said Coach Boykin didn't get a chance to put his own coaches in place last year. So he brought in new co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach in Ali Taylor from Delaware State. And he made Bobby Blizzard, the wide receivers coach, co-offensive coordinator as well. I think that's a signal that they're going to pass more, or at least they're looking to pass more. So when you take those two individuals who are clearly pass oriented, right, quarterbacks coach and wide receivers coach, make them the co-offensive coordinators, I think that's a sign we're going to be more balanced, or at least we're looking to be more balanced. So if I could read the tea leaves, that would be what I would say about that. Certainly going to take what's given, but at least out of the gate, an expectation that if you read the tea leaves, that we're going to be a more balanced attack.
And the folks in the chat are chatting it up, and they're pointing out we actually have some Hamptonites. What do we got here? Miak Pirate in here. And they're pointing out that Hampton, as of now, has the 3-0 winning streak versus Jackson State University. I will say that when it comes to Coach T.C. Taylor, he is undefeated in get-back games. Undefeated in get-back games. But right now, yes, Hampton does lead 3-0. Yesterday's team isn't today's team. I heard that.
Right.
um, so if you guys have any questions for TJ regarding the offense or defense, feel free to ask those questions in the chat. Is there anything else you want to add before I talk about Jackson State's offense and defense?
Not just in general. I think the other part of that is just, as I mentioned, related to the offense. I think we have the opportunity to. We don't know what kind of defensive line. I didn't mention defensive line at all, so I want to get that out there. We don't really know. One of our primary defensive line coaches, actually both of them moved on, and so that generally fosters an exodus. So it's hard to know what that's going to look like. That's why we're kind of leaning on the idea that the secondary and the linebackers will be the key to the defensive side, and we're gonna have to figure out how to handle Jacoby and Morgan and the rest of the Jackson State offensive attack, which I've heard is something to reckon with.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you brought up that offensive prowess of Jackson State University, because, you know, I decided to pick just two of the wide receivers that we have available on our team. And then I picked a running back as well as the ace in the hole. But these are I call them SheLovesThee selections for the Jackson State versus Hampton. These are basically the impact players that I have chosen. We're going to start with the offense, of course. Jonas Fortillion. He is a redshirt junior, 6'5", 200 pounds, wide receiver. And when we talk about being able to cover a 6'5" receiver, and then his wingspan is out of this world. So he's able to make those catches, and defenders have a hard time locking him down. And even when they do lock him down, his reach is, you know, it's something to actually watch. I know he had a ridiculous catch in the Celebration Bowl. And so I'm excited to see. I'm very excited to see this particular game because we know that our offensive coordinator or co-offensive coordinator, Rip Kirk, who's also the quarterbacks coach, is going to be more involved in the play calling. And so the next young man, of course, is I picked a transfer player and a transfer portal player. And usually when we think about impact players, we usually stick with what we know. But Shamar Savage, I think that he's such a dynamic receiver, and then he just adds so much more to the offense because you line up 6'5" wide receiver, and then you have 6'3" Shamar Savage, 6'3", 216 pounds, and he's a graduate student. You add both of those young men into the offensive lineup, and you're trying to figure out which one you're going to cover. That right there alone is going to cause issues. Then, of course, moving on to the defensive side, Jeremiah Williams, he's one of the best defensive tackles in all of FCS. We're not going to expect anything different from him this year, just, production. And 6'2", 314 pounds from Lexington, Mississippi. He's been in the program for quite some time, so veteran player. Ashton Taylor, linebacker, 6'2", 217 pounds. He's a redshirt junior from Hoover, Alabama. He was a transfer from Tennessee Tech last year. One thing that I can say about Ashton Taylor is he jumps off the screen. And the way that Coach Quinn was utilizing him last year, it was kind of like a pop the quarterback by surprise. He had a huge tackle at Alabama State, and then he duplicated that same tackle at the Celebration Bowl. And there's a couple of other games where they were running the same type of blitz with Ashton Taylor, and he was able to make contact with the quarterback. My ace in the hole is Travis Terrell Jr., running back, special teams, dynamic punt returner, kick returner. He's definitely an ace in the hole in terms of getting us good field advantage, or if you kick it to him, he might take it all the way home. And that is my JSU playmakers. You have any questions for me, TJ?
No, I mean, I certainly, I sounds like a lot of wide receiver opportunity. My one question would have just been about the running game. Is there a significant component to the running game, or is it pretty much a very pass heavy offense?
So last year I felt like, I think it was kind of like a pretty balanced offense, but it just depends on what your defense is giving. If we're able to run on you, we're going to run down your throat because we want to tire out your players and have the offense on the field for as long as possible. I think that once again, it'll be definitely a dynamic split between running and passing. Our running backs are, a lot of people say Irv Mulligan is no longer here, but yeah, that's just, I don't think we're going to have a problem with that at all, based off of our running back room. I just wanted to keep it a secret. We got Nick Brown, who decided not to go to ULM. Aubrey Miller, excuse me, not Aubrey Miller. I said Aubrey Miller. It's Aubrey Miller's little brother, but we have a lot of different running backs on the roster aside from Travis Terrell. Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, guess now, were you there during the Fred Freeman era, or you were there when Joe Taylor was coaching?
Joe Taylor.
There we go, Ahmad Miller.
Okay, you were there with Joe. Now, how many players from the transfer portal did y'all bring in?
In total, that's a solid number. I think it's a third. Plus, those numbers have moved around. I could total it up, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. The transfer portal is less of an issue for us. It is definitely supplemental in nature. To be honest, Hampton has gone out of its way to try to remain true to the high school player scenario as far as what they want to do. A lot of the players that we pulled out of the transfer portal would have been players that we felt in positions that we thought we needed to backfill because we lost players to the transfer portal. But the vast majority of what they've tried to recruit have been high school players, very intentionally, to be honest. I mean, particular positions I could talk about, but certainly I consider them all wild cards because you don't really know what you're getting.
Now, the bulk of your recruiting for high school is out of Virginia. Or are you going up and down the East Coast?
It's actually, from what I could tell, it's becoming more and more out of Virginia or the general vicinity. North Carolina, kind of think of Virginia or Hampton as the epicenter and work out from there, and you'll see more in that regard. Yeah, I see Adam has mentioned that it's 23 freshmen. Yeah, so that's a good portion. I think that's 2/3 of what we ended up reporting. And then a number of other folks were brought in after the official letters were dropped out. So.
And I don't know if I missed now. Your offensive coordinator, I heard you say you got co-offensive coordinators. Give me those names again.
Yeah, they changed Bobby Blizzard and Ollie Taylor. Bobby Blizzard was already there. He was the wide receivers coach. And Ollie Taylor came from Delaware State. I remember.
I think Ollie worked with Lee Hall up at Delaware State, right?
Yeah, and then and Ollie actually was a coach at Hampton with, if I'm not mistaken, with Coach Boykin in the past. So he brought him back. Him back. So, but again, I think that's part of their intentional commitment to try to do more with the passing game.
What's your background on your defense coordinator? Where is he from?
Oh, McCain, Todd. He's been there for a while.
What's his name?
Todd McCombs.
And where's his undergrad? Where did he go to undergrad?
His undergraduate was Catawba, but
Okay.
he's been all around. He coached at North Carolina, Winston-Salem State,
Okay.
and he's been at Hampton since 2020. So he's been at Hampton for 5 years or more. The defense has been strong, as you know, and he also coaches the linebackers. So he's definitely coaching up Matthews Canty. I had a chance to meet him at one of the coaches' caravans. The Hamptons brought the coaches around the nation earlier this year. Really good guy.
Now, I remember Prunty had a really large offensive line. Do you still have like those offensive linemen, 6'6", 6'7" type offensive linemen, or are you a little smaller?
Yeah, I think they're a little smaller at this point, but not much. I think weight-wise, they're not that much smaller. Maybe height-wise, a little smaller. That has Coach Bustle has done a good job kind of retaining most of the offensive linemen. We did lose a few guys when Coach Bullock went over to Norfolk State, took a few offensive linemen over there.
Okay.
But for the most part, a lot of guys were retained, and so that's worked out well for at least. Well, we'll see as it relates to that. But I'm less concerned in the trenches about the offensive line than I am about the what we'll see as a rotation of defensive linemen because of like I said, the transition that took place on the defensive side. A lot of the defensive line moved on at the end of last season.
And so what were you picked to in the CAA? You're CAA, right?
Right. We're still picked. I think we're picked 11th in the CAA. Again, I think most of that is because of unknowns, right? You don't really know what you have yet at all. I actually think that we're going to surprise some folks in the CAA. Played a lot of close games in the CAA, but one thing I will say is year over year, you got to turn last year away. Just like winning the championship, that's over. That was a different team. Let's see what we have going forward. I think we did a really nice job recruiting, and I'm looking to see what some of these young players. I'm actually excited about the second or third running backs coming into the season because we got some young guys who I think are going to hit the field and do some surprise some folks, turn some heads. Hampton generally plays 2 or 3 or even 4 running backs in a game. So I'm looking to see if Jaquan Snipes has a good showing, who else steps up to play and get some touches and does some things that that's the way Hampton offense works. You've
dominated North Carolina A&T the last few years, right?
I'm going to say that we won some games. Yes, we won some games. Absolutely.
So you've beaten them the last 3 or 4 years.
I don't think that we have lost to them since the transition off the top of my head. Last year was a particularly good win for us. They're at their homecoming. And I think we're actually going back down there again this year, which is weird that we go twice, but not during homecoming, just another game. Matter of fact, I think it's the weekend of the 13th of September. I think it's early in the season this year. But yeah, we have. They've changed things around. They're going to be a tough route. We beat them pretty handily last year, so I am quite confident that they're going to come to play again. So it's going.
And you've also dominated Howard the last few years, right?
Yeah, Howard's a whole different situation. We beat Howard, I think, 7 years in a row or something like that.
Just bringing it out, ain't it? Dr. Kanisha, you here?
Hey, Miss Whitley. Hey, is Dr. Kanisha on here? Hey, Brandy. Hey, everybody. Okay, now listen. I was so happy that y'all decided to play Jackson. Now, I'm going to just say this. I really wanted this game to be in a neutral site like a New York or Chicago, Indianapolis, because I think I want to see SWAC football go on the road. And I think it's important that we play some neutral sites game. I really think it's so great that Jackson State's taking Grambling to Las Vegas. And I would like to see more games like that. But yeah, I'm going to be definitely in tune to this game, watching the game. I think the game here, is it 4 o'clock? Because the game is HBCU Go, right?
From what I understand, yes. I think it's, is it 3?
What's at 3? Mm-hmm.
It's 3 Eastern or 3 Central?
3 Eastern.
Okay.
The game was
Okay.
scheduled for Chicago. Remember, Mr. Ford? And they
Yes.
couldn't
Yeah,
get
right. I was hoping that it would be in Chicago because I really want Jackson and to play in Chicago. I just think it's a natural that Jackson plays in Chicago.
I'm glad that you brought that up, sir, because I certainly wanted that game to be in a neutral site also, or this game to be. But I'm actually quite proud that the schools didn't give up on the game and just say, okay, we'll play it wherever. We'll play wherever. Let's go.
Right.
So, it's more important that the game actually gets played. It's good for everybody, bringing a different fan base to see what each team has to offer, and I actually appreciate some of this conversation, because I've seen so many conversations say things like, they're gonna win by 3 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns and 5 whatever, and I'm like, we really don't know each other. The teams don't know each other. It's going to be a lot of getting to know you on the field, and hopefully it's a great game.
I was just thinking about now. Your basketball program. How are you competing in the CAA in your basketball?
I'm more of I pay attention to the basketball team. I don't comment much on that, but they're really good. I'll put it that way. They had an outstanding season last year. Won at least one, if not a couple of games in the tournament, in the CAA tournament. Right. And Coach Ivan Thomas, the basketball coach, is phenomenal. So I would say this is probably going to be an even better year. And the only difference is that Hampton won't be able to sneak up on anybody. The basketball team is good, and right. they will not surprise people coming into their locations or playing those games. So, although at that point I will just be watching, no commentating from my perspective.
Now, what other HBCUs are you playing besides Howard and Norfolk and A&T
this season?
Yeah,
we're playing. Obviously, Jackson will play at Howard, play at Norfolk, and I believe playing Elizabeth City just because I think that's something we wanted to do. I think that's, and of course, an A&T, right? So that generally gets us through. It's usually the first several games of our schedule. Yeah, so it's Jackson State, Elizabeth City State, A&T, Howard, and then Norfolk. And then that's it for us this year.
That's a nice sample size of HBCUs considering
I'm just surprised that you're not playing Virginia Union.
Well, we usually pick one. I obviously I would say we, but Hampton historically has selected one of the old CIAA programs to play. Sometimes it's Union. I think, and then obviously out of the SIAC, I think they play Tuskegee sometimes. And then this year just happens to be Elizabeth City. And then next year, I don't know if that's going to happen because we're starting to play FBS programs. As you know, we're playing University of Maryland next year, and then got contracts for the next 2 years with other FBS programs. In your humble opinion, you think Hampton wins 8, 9, or 10 football games? This year, that's a great question. I'm a Hampton enthusiast, right? So I'm hoping we win every game, but earnestly, what I would like to see is if you get to 7, you become FCS, theoretically FCS playoffs eligible, and I think that would be a nice turn of events. And we weren't that far off last year as far as we were close down the stretch in a lot of games. So I'm excited about that. But as Coach Boykin would say, you got to win one Saturday at a time. So we're going to stick to that. Let me say this to you, and I want to hear your comment. I think that Hampton and North Carolina A&T are missing out by not being in the MEAC, okay? Because I saw one of your teams about 2 years ago, and I felt that your team, if you had been in the MEAC, would have come to the Celebration Bowl. So I want to hear your retort to that. What is the advantage of you being in the CAA as opposed to being in the MEAC? Okay, here we go. Well, officially, I have no comment on that because ultimately I'm not sure. I think that some of the thing I think is economic, right? Ultimately, I think that the CAA from the basketball perspective and, creates an opportunity that is part of what they were looking at. Now, I'm speculating, of course, right? Because I'm not affiliated with the school at all. I'm just giving my opinion. On the football side, I'm not sure that you would argue that there isn't, But on the basketball side and other sports, the CAA has been very good to Hampton. So I think on the whole, that's part of what you're looking at there. For example, just as an example, right? The CAA scenario where A&T is going to play against Hampton at the All-Star game this year, right? That is a very interesting situation where we have an opportunity to do that. And so, I don't see a downside. I think a lot of what Hampton has experienced has been not much downside given the transition. And I don't anticipate a change with the success that they've had in both in the CAA basketball and in other sports, track and field, other stuff. I think that's part of what you're seeing there. The football part, I would agree, maybe has been a net neutral or even potentially a net loss. But overall, I think it's been good for the university in ways that are difficult to calculate.
Do you have a winning record in the CAA since you joined?
Absolutely not. In football or
yeah, football?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
So the people at Hampton enjoy being losers?
That's a rough statement, sir. That's a rough statement.
I'm just asking.
Well, I think ultimately they don't anticipate doing that much longer. If the honest comment is, I don't think that's going to be something that they expect to be doing much longer. Like I said, 5-7 last year, several games they're very close in. I definitely think they're going to play better against a lot of these programs. And it also changes, I think, the recruiting patterns and some other things. So again, can't speak for the school. I do have friends who feel differently. I'll be very honest about that. But in my particular thought process, but remember, this is when I back up and I also say, hey, my show is about the players and the players being the story. So I'm good with that.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at your fellow CAA. Do you see, in your humble opinion, do you see North Carolina A&T winning 5 games?
In the CAA?
Yes.
Or just in general this year?
In the CAA.
Oh.
Well, with all due respect, sir, I don't follow A&T. I don't know what they're going to do. My expectation is that we will beat them. So that's about that for that.
He said there's one L.
Yeah. The rest of it is a function of how they gel under new coaching and new leadership. I know that I don't know what their position is ultimately, but certainly I think that they are in a good place as they've reset. Now, what their reason was to join or to leave the MEAC and all that, I have no idea. Their situation is very different from Hampton's, but you'd have to ask some A&T folks about that.
Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
I think they will continue to lose in the CAA. I think that Hampton and North Carolina A&T are in a ditch, and I think that they're both over their heads. I've told you over and over. The average school in the CAA spends $24 million on athletics. Hampton and North Carolina A&T spends about 16 to 17 million, which puts them $6 to $7 million in the hole. So I'm gonna say it again. Hampton and North Carolina A&T, you're missing out on a good time because we got a rejuvenation going on. It's a golden era going on in HBCU football, especially in the SWAC and the MEAC. And those two schools are missing out. Tennessee State, slow learners. They've been doing the same stupid stuff now, 35 or 40 years. So they slow learners.
Mr. Ford, can I ask you a question since you asked me a few? The averages that you just threw out now, I'm not familiar with, but I'm going to ask anyway. Is that pre or post the exiting of those institutions that have chosen to exit the CAA? Right?
No, that was based on last year's statistics.
Right. So we know that
2024 statistics.
They got Sacred Heart, Mr. Ford. I know they're gonna beat Sacred Heart. They're gonna beat Sacred Heart. Didn't Sacred Heart join the CAA?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Will these two schools, Hampton and MEAC, Hampton and North Carolina A&T, will they win 4 to 5 games in the CAA?
I think going forward, they're going to contend. I don't know about A&T. I'm not going to talk about that, but Hampton's going to contend in part. And I'm not happy about it, right? Because we've had several programs decide that they didn't want to be in the conference. Some of the larger programs, right? Richmond, Villanova,
I think they
William
pulled
and
out,
Mary.
right?
Yeah, Richmond, Villanova, William and Mary, Delaware, they all pulled out. Those are the larger budget programs, leaving programs that are, I would argue, closer in budget to ours. But again, this is speculation for the most part. I'm just making the point. I just want to make sure that we're talking apples to apples, because what it's going to look like going forward is going to be very different. And I think with that in mind, Hampton's absolutely going to be able to contend.
Now, Hampton, you play Maine, Rhode Island?
This year we play Maine, we play Rhode Island. William
What
and Mary
about
one more
Monmouth?
time. Monmouth is homecoming.
Have you ever beat them?
No, not yet. But again, I think we're in a major part. Prunty being gone, Boykin changing things around. I think it's going to be a very interesting scenario. But you got to start with Jackson State first. Right? You got to deal with what's right in front of you. And I think I expected. I'll put it this way, Mr. Ford. I expect all of the games this year to be competitive. I'll put it that way.
I can't wait.
And I'd love to talk to you about it more at the end of the season.
All right. Well, we have a little bit of update in the chat. Can you guys drop the other scores as well? Norfolk State fell to Towson 27-7. That's the final out from that first game. Alabama State, Mr. Ford, Alabama State is winning.
I watched it until I watched the second quarter. They look much better. I haven't seen them look that good on offense. That you can see what they're doing. The body kid, I'm pulling for him. I'm hoping he has a breakout season. I want him to do very well, and I think it can happen.
28-17 in the third quarter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So if that stands, we know that Trent Differ will be leaving Birmingham
Tonight?
I don't know about tonight, but it won't last this year.
Not you steal his defensive coordinator, his defensive coaches, and then you can't stop a nosebleed. They did say that Andrew Body is the offense, so that is kind of a concern, right? You know, he needs some running backs, he needs some tight ends, he needs some wide receivers. It can't be a one-man show. Okay, I think UAB might be getting ready to score, but you know, and then there's a question of Alabama State's defense, which is very interesting, right?
Yeah. And I'd like to ask your guests again. Would you like to be in the Celebration Bowl?
Generally, sure. I mean, I think that it would be a nice outcome. But again, I think that Hampton's focus primarily is on, if I had to guess, on the basketball side. So I think they're more interested in making it 2 or 3 rounds into the March Madness. Be honest with you.
Now, I know you did it. You had to coach, can't remember his name. It was somebody you beat in the NCAA tournament. You went, what, 2 rounds?
Yeah, we passed the round and years ago.
Was it Steve Murfield?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that was back in, I'm going to say.
That's the farthest you've ever gone, right?
Yes. It's back in, like I said, but Coach Thomas is a little different. I'm not going to put that on him. I think that would be unfair. But I think he's a solid coach. I think that was part of the focus as it relates to the program. As far as football is concerned, I think Coach Boykin wants to play in the FCS playoffs, which would be an appropriate goal for the team where it is right now.
You still playing Richmond?
This year? No. Richmond is off of our schedule.
Because they changed conferences.
Yeah. And we beat them 2 years ago, though.
Okay. How about William and Mary?
They're on our schedule this year.
How have you done with them lately?
Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Year before, last 2 years has been heartbreakers. But
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna try to catch them this year before they leave us. Catch them before they leave the conference.
Okay. You had a quarterback that transferred. He was a dual threat maybe a couple of years ago. What was his name?
Which one? You talking about Mays?
No, what was the other kid's name?
Oh, hold on. The other starter.
Yeah, that kid left you, and I think he transferred to a PWI.
Yeah, the one that transferred to Stony Brook.
What was his name?
Hold on a second.
That's it.
Zealous. Yeah, Chris Zealous.
I really like that kid.
Yeah, I met him. He's a really nice kid.
Yeah, I liked him. I saw him play against Hampton. I mean, against Howard. I was really impressed with him.
Big, physical.
Yeah. Dual threat.
Absolutely. We just last year we tend to be going with the hot hand, so we go back and forth between him and Mays. Or at least that's what it appeared to be. And so he chose to move on, go to Stony Brook. I think what happened was he graduated and took his degree and decided to go see what Stony Brook or the PWI had to offer. I can't be mad at him.
Right. What's the temperatures going to be like down in Jackson this Saturday? We talking about 80 degrees, 70 degrees, 90 degrees? What are we talking about?
It's going to be I think it's going to be nice for football.
So we talking 80 degrees?
I thought it was going to be in the 70s.
Okay. Game start. You said game starts at 3:00.
Oh, it says 80 degrees. It'll be 80, 83.
80 degrees. Okay.
So 80 degrees is gonna. It might be a little bit muggy though, but as long as they're making sure they're hydrated, right? That's gonna be important.
So what are we expecting? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000? What's the expected attendance for this game?
30,000.
Okay.
No, 27,000. 27,000.
How are the ticket sales going right now? They're going pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's folks in the chat are saying 30,000, Mr. Ford. You just have to think that, and we don't know if there's going to be how many Hampton folks are going to that game.
Hampton doesn't travel, do they?
Yes, they do.
They do travel?
We're going to, not in the sense that you all do, but because remember the size, I think the big difference there isn't the size of the schools a lot different, right? Hampton's student body generally is under 5,000, right? So the numbers don't generally, but Hampton does generally come out and support. I think it's going to be surprising how many Hamptonians for a non-SWAC opponent actually show out to participate. I've talked to a few people already, told me that are not from there that are going to be there. So I think a lot of people are coming out to support the team. Obviously Labor Day weekend helps obviously from people can take the time and go and still get back to work and so forth. So I definitely think it's going to be a reasonable number. We'll help support the ticket sales on this one.
Well, if you travel, then you're better than Howard because they definitely don't travel. Howard came down here for the Celebration Bowl and brought probably 100 people. It was 41,000. I figured 40,000 came to see FAMU.
Oh, Dr. Kanisha, come get Mr. Ford. He is cutting up on you on the real HU.
Howard lives for 2 games, Hampton and Homecoming. They have 2 games scheduled school. They want 2 games. Hampton at that Audi field and then Homecoming.
What about the vice president, Mr. Ford?
She was one of the 100 people that came to see him play FAMU in the Celebration Bowl.
What about the Secret Service? Secret Service included?
They were not from Howard. They were not Howard graduates.
How many band pieces did they have at the Celebration Bowl, Mr. Ford?
Probably about 35. I thought our middle school band was bigger than them.
Speaking of which, Hampton's band is not coming to Jackson State. We were expecting to see them, TJ.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that as far as the ban is concerned. That would have been an interesting transaction to see the marching force, but I think I'm sure the Sonic Boom in the South's going to put on quite a show for all those in attendance.
Mm, 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 mm. Well, I do want to thank you, especially since it was last minute that I found you, for coming on the show. Mr. Ford, do you have anything else you want to ask TJ? I'm going to open up the StreamYard if you guys want to come up and talk
No, I
about
don't
the
have anything to ask him, but I'd like to say this to him and to them people in North Carolina A&T. Take your ass back to the MEAC.
Mr. Ford. TJ.
Duly noted. I will note again, I have no affiliation to the university directly. I think they're happy where they are.
So get used to losing.
Mr. Ford.
Like I said, let's revisit that at the end of the season.
End of the season, Mr. Ford. Give him the benefit of the doubt. They have a new. Well, he's not new because he was there last year, but they have a new regime in terms of his coaching staff. So not telling the guests he's a guest, Mr. Ford, that he needs to take his ass back to the MEAC.
Just remember, you're missing out. There's a lot of great things going on in HBCU football right now. We're in the midst of a golden era. You don't want to be a part of it. I understand it, but you're missing out. You're being delusional. You're not going to win in the CAA, not football. It's not happening.
Well, we're going to wish Hampton the best of luck, and that, the tides are changing in the CAA. And
it's probably going to fold. That's how it's changing.
Huh?
CAA will probably fold.
No, I think you guys have 14 teams, right?
The CAA is not going. It's reshaped, but it's not going to fold, sir.
Okay,
I mean,
let's see.
Let's be honest. And I'm not going to take shots at anybody, but the MEAC.
The MEAC is more close to folding than this.
That's why y'all need to come back, because you deserve it.
Mr. Ford, not in front of the guests. Not in front of the guests.
Okay.
You could at least wait till he got off to go off. TJ, I want to thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. I appreciate the opportunity.
In Georgia.
You're
as well, sir.
Come and visit us again. Come again. Come on over to and give. Please shout out your podcast. I saw somebody drop it in the chat. I think Adam Spencer dropped it, but if one of them can redrop your link in the chat, so that they can subscribe to your podcast.
Sure.
And can you talk a little bit about when you go on or what?
Yeah. It's not live. Like I said, I'm mostly doing interviews of players, trying to make great stories. Like I said, I want to tell stories related to the men that choose to play. I think that's the important part, at least from my perspective. I'm not a prognosticator. I generally don't get into the X's and O's or, who's going to do what. I'm much more interested in who makes the choice. I've said repeatedly that in these, as Mr. Ford says, from a golden age perspective, I would argue you're right. However, I think that it's significant when a young man chooses to play for an HBCU. That is the story that I'm after, the stories that I'm telling. And in fact, the first story that I put up was about a great Hamptonian who was an outstanding athlete and an outstanding student. And I interviewed his younger brother because unfortunately he passed away. It's a great piece. And I think it's outstandingly representative of what I believe the student athlete is and can be. And so that's the type of story that I'm sharing on my podcast. And then in addition to that, I'm tweeting and talking about our current players who are also making the choice in these very challenging times to play and participate and represent our wonderful HBCUs, specifically Hampton University. Go Pirates.
I would say go Pirates, but I'll say go Pirates for all your other games. You gotta walk that plank on Saturday. You gotta walk that plank.
I appreciate that. We don't, outside of this game, I will certainly be checking out what Jackson State is doing as well. So, but as far as Hampton stuff is concerned, Pirate Players Then and Now podcast is the name of the podcast. Pretty easy. Just look it up on YouTube. My channel is actually Clark Road Media. It's a nod to the first generation that went to Hampton, my grandmother in the 1930s. And my Twitter handle, X channel is at Mr_Jones_3rd, the third. And so hopefully check me out. Want to go what's going on with Hampton Pirates football.
All right. Thank you so much, TJ.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Everybody in the chat, thank TJ for coming on here and representing for those Hampton Pirates. And Chuck, you have to connect your thing fully. Nephew, can you get on here? There we go.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, how's everyone doing? I was listening to the interview. Great interview there. I learned a lot about Hampton. Hey, before you get off, I see you all are getting back your programs of your origins. I found out they're in Hampton, Virginia, the trade programs.
Yep. I saw that as well. Certainly, I think Hampton is intentionally trying to broaden its scope and be more relevant to the community specifically. We recognize that there's many different ways to have a positive impact on community. And so I'm actually very happy to see them doing that as well.
Well, in the present economy, if you don't know how to make money with your hands, you're half educated. It's good to have a liberal arts education, but you need to have a trade. We've been saying that for years. Not only do you got a business education degree, but you also need to know how to build a home. You need to know how to plant crops.
Yeah. Booker T. Washington's alma mater. It's kind of those origins have come back, and that's where he took went to Tuskegee.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know how to make money with your hands right now, you got a problem. Because what Trump and them is doing, they're destroying all of these government jobs, which usually hire all these college educated people. Yeah. You better know how to provide a service.
That's true. I agree with you, Mr. Ford. Yeah, I'm glad to see Hampton doing that because in the Virginia Tidewater area, I can imagine he said, "Hey, look, we have to reach out community as well." It's kind of like that debate of Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois about trade education and institution about higher learning, and they had difference in opinions about that, and it shows the difference. But what Booker T. Washington what he was talking about looked like it's much needed, like what Mr. Ford was just talking about.
Well, that debate was kind of overblown because here's the thing. Booker T. Washington sent all his children to Fisk. That was a liberal arts school.
Fisk?
So,
okay.
He sent all them kids to Fisk.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've been by Fisk. I know right there by Tennessee State. Yeah.
At that time, Fisk was known as the Black Harvard.
Yeah, that's where W. Du Bois. That's something talking about him. That's his alma mater.
That was Dickie Giovanni's school.
Yeah. John Lewis. Lewis, they all went there. Yeah.
Diane Nash, all the people went to Fisk.
Okay. Yeah.
You remember Ron Brown?
Ron Brown. He was there.
Okay, Ron Brown's wife was a graduate of Fisk.
Okay, yeah, I remember Ron Brown. He was killed in a plane crash.
That's right. His wife was a graduate of Fisk.
Okay. All these schools, that's some of you talking about Hampton, and he raised some great questions. Just some realistic questions about Hampton and North Carolina A&T being in that conference.
They'll never win in that conference. Well, that's why I said, I told them the people at Hampton and their fans need to get used to being losers. They'll be losers in that CAA forever.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
I don't have anything to say about that one.
You'll be everybody's homecoming opponent.
Okay.
gonna be everybody's homecoming point?
Especially North Carolina A&T. It's
Oh,
gonna be
Lord.
everybody's homecoming.
Well, you know who I'm not.
The last time I went to GEHO in 2019, A&T was still MEAC during that time. That was before the pandemic, right? It was leading to the pandemic. I attended GEHO. I live in Monroe, Louisiana, brother, and I flew to Greensboro, North Carolina for GEHO. There was a lot of wall-to-wall black people.
Yeah, they call it the greatest homecoming ever, right?
Greatest homecoming on earth. Yeah. Right there on North Market Street in Greensboro, North Carolina, and across the track is the all female institution, Bennett College.
Yeah, they're bringing South Carolina State in for homecoming this year.
Yeah, I saw that. I see it sold out. If I stand corrected, that GEHO. Yeah.
So let's see if the colored school can beat them.
What colored school?
That's what your boy Dave called. Dave South Carolina State and Central, them colored schools.
Poor Dave.
You know what I told Dr. Dave? First of all, Dave is delusional, and go get him a BC powder.
Why he need a BC powder, Mr.
Because he's delusional.
What's a BC powder gonna do for him?
It'll help him. Might calm him down.
Hey, what's the guy name from Hampton? He does a podcast. Name is Jeff. What's his name? He's a Hampton alumnus.
Yeah, you're talking about the HU
Jeff
Pirate
Johnson.
HU
Pirate Ship.
They're great guys.
Yeah. I've seen them on Inside HBCU Sports Lab, and yeah.
I don't know them personally, but I do. They do a great job.
Oh yeah.
Hey, too bad Hampton's not playing North Carolina Central. That would be a great contest.
Yeah, those guys come on there with Dave on Inside HBCU Sports Lab on Wednesdays. Yeah.
And that would be a great contest for Trey Oliver to be. You said your coach's name, Trey Boykins. What's his name?
Trenton Boykin.
Trenton Boykin.
Trent Boykins against Trey Oliver. That would be really great.
I actually agree. I would love to see that game. I think they have similar strategies. I watched Trey Oliver interview the other day, and he seemed like he's very interested in building from the high school program perspective.
Yeah, he did.
Just like Hampton. Your coach played for the guy who was once the head coach at Ohio State.
Yep, Jim Tressel.
Jim Tressel. What was it? Tressel? Yeah, Jim Tressel.
I remember Tressel. Yeah, I remember from Youngstown State.
Yeah, Jim Tressel.
Yeah, when I was at McNeese State, he was at Youngstown State. McNeese lost the national championship to them.
Remember, he played against FAMU one year. They in the semifinals. They met FAMU in the semifinals.
Sure did.
That was Jim Tressel.
Sure did. Yeah.
Yeah. Quarterback for FAMU was that boy Quinn. What's his name? Quinn
Gray.
Quinn Gray. Quinn Gray was the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, he's at Albany State now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta talk loud because you
Mr.
know
Ford.
you guys.
I'm saying, hey everybody on the panel.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Jay? You up here, and I know you bring the band part of things, and a lot is going on, with this football season, and I know you're gonna be busy with band season.
The season has just started, and I'm really excited. So of course, the first game of the season this weekend, Saturday against Hampton. I thought I heard word that Hampton's band was coming, but I just heard that they're not.
Is Dr. Thomas Jones still the band director at Hampton?
That I would not know. I don't think so.
Yeah, he used to be at CK from North. He's a graduate of Hampton. He was assistant band director at North Carolina A&T under Dr. Kenneth Ruff, and then he's an alumnus at Hampton. Yeah, I know they performed at the Vatican back before Francis was living.
Hey, you guys! I had a chance to see Texas Southern's band. It came across my phone. They were performing in Houston at that Battle of the Bands. They really look good, y'all.
Yeah, the National Battle of the Bands.
That Texas Southern band looked really good. That guy's name is Brian Simmons, right?
Brian Simmons. He's Southern alumnus.
Listen, y'all.
So you
That
believe
guy's
Dr. Kanisha when she said that they were in second place?
second place where?
You remember her
When
rankings
they
from the other day?
Oh yeah, that's right. Listen, I saw it today. Look, Brian Simmons is trying to become legendary at Texas Southern, y'all.
Oh yeah.
That band is really looking good. I was very impressed with Texas Southern.
Did you know the guy from Hampton? Did you ever know? He's passed on. Did you ever know Barney Smart? He was band director at Hampton, and before then he was at Alabama A&M.
Barney Smart, I didn't know him, but he was the band director when I was there.
Okay, yeah, he came from Alabama A&M to Hampton. Yeah, there was a guy that was band director here in Monroe that knew him. He's passed on as well. They all knew each other, they were friends. He used to be band director at Grambling.
Small world.
Yeah, him.
of the band,
But
Jay
yeah,
is going to be this weekend. Oh no, go ahead, Jay.
oh yeah. So I was coming on to let everybody know that for the season I will be fundraising to travel to cover the bands for this season.
Oh, okay.
And so on the screen right here, you could donate to either my PayPal or the Cash App on the screen, and it's just to offset, travel, hotels, and food, and anything of those natures as well.
Oh, that's what you look like. I never knew
More
what you look like.
importantly,
I hear your voice.
Huh? What'd you
I
say,
didn't, I didn't
Chuck?
know
more
what you look
importantly,
like.
this
I look at the
weekend, right,
picture.
Jay?
Yeah, this weekend. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay, all right.
This is for
Yeah,
So
this
how many
weekend.
pieces
This,
y'all got 300 pieces? How many pieces you got?
it's about the Sonny Boom.
Yeah.
Jalen.
We have over 300.
It looked like
Oh,
Fam
okay.
got over 300 too, right?
Oh, speaking of pieces, hey, Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but I had commented earlier that my high school we actually added more pieces to our band.
Okay, where's your high school?
Macomb High School in Macomb,
Oh,
Mississippi.
okay. Yeah.
Macomb.
Because the way it's looking at that Battle of the Bands, listen, these SWAC bands have stepped up some, y'all. I think they taking it to another level.
Yeah, I talked to a guy who I went to elementary and junior high with. He's an assistant band director at Grambling. He's a graduate of University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. He played in the band at UAPB, and he's assistant at Grambling, and he's principal of a junior high school here in Monroe. I talked to him on the phone today. He said that's what they're doing. They're getting ready. He said he was saying their numbers are built up at Grambling. He's been working with the band.
Yeah. I think everybody's stepping it up because these bands are going, they're going to get their attention. They're going to get their money. Yeah, these bands in the SWAC are stepping it up.
Oh, yes.
And not even
so anyway, Jay will be covering this weekend, the band, and he is covering the Jackson State versus Hampton game. And he'll have live footage of the band entering, exiting. And so basically what Jay is asking for is if you send $10, $20, $5, it just offsets the cost for hotel, gas, food, and travel expenses.
Oh, okay.
And so please make a donation and he will be providing that content to you.
Listen, how many pieces are they marching at Hampton?
CJ, do you know how many pieces they got?
The last I heard, they're growing. President Williams who's the new president, is trying to grow the program. Beyond that, I would not know. I am way up in the Northeast, so I do not see the band on a regular basis.
Are you in New York? Where are you in the Northeast?
I live in Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Were you in Hartford?
Out that way, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my family was in Bridgeport.
Oh, Bridgeport. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where my family went. Matter of fact, they all came down to Charlotte about when I was in Charlotte about 2 weeks ago. A number of them have moved to the south. Some of them have left Bridgeport and moved to Charlotte. Some have moved to this little small town called Newberry, South Carolina. But they're all originally from Bridgeport.
Yeah, I've heard of Newberry,
and
South
they're my
Carolina.
relatives. Yeah.
So
Hey,
they
what
said
you
that
think
Roddy
about
turned the ball over.
what you think about a Florida A&M Hampton game at the Meadowlands?
I think that would be awesome. I mean, 2 years ago we played Grambling at
Sure did.
the
Yeah,
soccer
I
field.
watched that
It wasn't
game.
the Meadowlands.
Was
It
there.
was in the Newark Stadium.
Newark,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good
Zealous.
game. I was Brick
Yeah.
City Classic. I was there.
Yeah.
We won.
Hugh
It was
Jackson
fun.
was coaching Grambling
Hugh
at the
Jackson
time.
coach. Yeah, Hampton had Chris Zealous at quarterback.
Yeah, that's a kid I like, Chris Zealous. Yeah,
Oh yes.
yeah, I like that kid.
It was a good game, and I don't think anybody expected us to beat Grambling, but there you go.
Hampton came out. I watched that game. Yeah, y'all came ready.
Andrew Body done turned the ball over, Mr. Ford.
What's the score so far?
It was 28-23.
28.
It's 31-28.
UAB is winning. UAB is winning by 3.
Gosh. UAB went ahead of them.
Listen, I'm waiting on Andrew Body to get into SWAC, baby. That's what I'm waiting to see SWAC play.
Oh, you
And
want
by
to
the
see?
way, guys, how many of y'all think FAMU gonna blow out Howard? I do.
Wait,
Yeah, how many of you think FAMU gonna blow out Howard?
Grapefruit
I got
Pond.
Howard.
I do.
Let me
I
stop.
got Howard winning, Mr. Ford.
I have
You're delusional.
I have FAMU to win.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, Mr.
delusional.
You're
Yeah,
delusional. You're
yeah, Mr. Ford.
delusional.
Yeah, I got Howard
Hey,
winning.
Dr. Kanisha? Dr. Kanisha, sing it with me. Sing the Blackbirds tune. Doing
Hey,
it in
Dr.
the park.
Kanisha, y'all bringing the
Doing
band to
it in
Miami?
the park. Oh yeah,
To the
at
Orange
Rock Creek
Blossom
Park. That's
Classic?
what y'all do. Y'all don't hang out at Green. Y'all don't go to the game at Green Stadium. You know,
Wait
the
a minute,
Blackbirds. You're
Charles,
hanging out at
what
Rock
you
Creek Park.
singing?
The Green Stadium only holds, what, 7,000, right? What's the capacity of Green Stadium?
For the Blackbirds. You know, they were
Howard
hit
by a
makers
field
as students
goal.
in the early 70s. Yeah, the Blackbirds, they were
Rock Creek
Howard
Park.
students.
All of
Yeah,
that was them.
Dawn Bird.
Yeah, how many seats are at Green Stadium? In the 7,500?
I don't know, Mr. Ford.
Well, you know how you said it. So Howard's band doesn't travel, right?
No, it's not that they don't travel. They just don't have a big band. They do travel.
UAB just scored again.
Y'all are cutting up in front of our guests. Why are you cutting up in front of TJ like that?
Hey,
you know that.
Everybody that believes FAMU is going to blow out Howard, raise your hand. My hand is raised.
Don't like each other.
I'm not. I believe Howard's going to beat FAMU. If you believe Howard's going to beat FAMU, raise your hand.
Y'all can't see me with my hands raised.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Ford. I got Howard winning too, Mr. Ford.
No, Howard gets blowed out.
Hey,
Dr. Kanisha.
Yeah,
them Rebels gonna strike y'all. Strike and strike again.
His
strike and strike again.
You know Hey, you know the reason why I was singing because the Blackbirds, they were students at Howard and they recorded it back in the early mid 70s. Rock Creek Park, they were making albums as students under Dawn Bird. And see, that's what Howard people talk about. They talk about their celebrities and the vice president and all that. They don't talk about sports at that school. They don't talk about their athletes. They talk about Jay Walker and Antoine Bethea but they had some good ones coming. I know Steve Wilson played there, but they're not athletic school. let's face it. They talk about their celebrity. They talk about the actors and actresses or whoever, the politicians. Your Supreme Court Justice, first black Thurgood Marshall on the Supreme Court. That's what they're going to talk about.
They turned out Ted White. He wasn't bad.
Ted White, yeah, from Baton Rouge, Glen Oaks. That's what I said. They're going to talk about that. Yeah, he wasn't bad. After Jay Walker, yeah.
We are. Mr. Ford.
Somebody echo.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's Chuck. No, it's Chuck. I don't know why Chuck's microphone be doing that sometime. But all right, y'all. I am gonna do show my predictions, and I'm hoping that Alabama State is able to pull out another. We're hoping that they pull it out, with a win. They were getting close, but I'm gonna go ahead and put up my picks for the week. It looks like I'm already down 1, and it's not close. It's not even remotely close. I said that Alcorn State will beat Northwestern State, and it looks like Alcorn State is getting drug all up and down the field.
Where's G? Where's G when we need him?
Baby, when I tell you, it might get real ugly tomorrow. It might get real ugly for Alcorn State tomorrow. And for those of you, if you know, you know. And then I had
Mr. Bona, what about how about Georgia Tech blowing out Colorado tomorrow in Colorado? How about Georgia Tech blowing out Coach Prime?
Why did you bring up Coach Prime?
How about Coach Prime getting blown out tomorrow in front of a national TV audience, 8 o'clock Friday night? How about that? Coach Prime.
What you say?
Better known as Coach Prime.
You gonna say Shadur's gone?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna say Shadur's gone, and so is Travis Hunter.
Lord, I didn't put that. Texas Southern.
But you know what? See, because of Deion Sanders, you people gonna start hollering out Ocho Cinco should be head of some HBCU. I can hear it coming soon.
The only person that has ever brought that up was you.
Yeah, they gonna say it. They gonna be hollering Ocho Cinco should have Bethune-Cookman. You just wait. It's coming. Ocho Cinco. And why is it here? Because I'm like Coach Prime.
I need you to behave, Mr. Ford.
Please behave, please.
Did you see? Okay, so let me read these real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you about Cam Newton and Sambo. Who is it? Sambo Stephen A. Smith at Norfolk today.
Yes.
Texas Southern will beat Prairie View A&M. I'm putting it on wax.
No.
Tennessee State will beat North Carolina A&T.
Oh, you think so? Because neither one of them ain't. Listen, all that's new. Everything is new is Tennessee State. Everything's new in Greensboro.
The Tennessee State just came off getting a championship.
But all them kids left.
Not
y'all got
all
two
of
of them. Didn't y'all
got
take 2 of their offensive linemen?
We did get 2 or 3 of them. We did.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a new ball game in Nashville.
Reggie Barlow is a really good UFL coach, so we're going to see if it translates to the college level.
Yeah, he brought staff with him too. He brought good staff.
Howard will beat FAMU.
No way.
Valley will beat Southern.
Let me tell you something. Howard beat FAMU. You gonna have to hire that coach down at FAMU on your show. What's his name? What's that guy's name at FAMU?
Coach Colsey.
Yeah, you gonna have to hire him. They gonna run his behind out of Tallahassee. You hear me? He better not lose that game. You better blow Howard out.
TJ, what do you think about this?
I definitely think Howard is not going to beat FAMU. But then again, I can't root for Howard anyway, so you know how that goes.
Oh! Who is the real HU, TJ? We need to know.
We're not having that conversation. That is a foregone conclusion.
You know, Jay Walker called Hampton Institute tonight.
Ooh.
Yes, he did. He called Hampton Institute.
When he say that, Mr. Ford?
During the game, he was doing the Norfolk and Towson State game, and he called Hampton Institute.
No comment. Howard is a fabulous. Howard is a fabulous graduate school. That's all I'm going to say on that. Got outstanding graduate programs.
Yeah, they're the only black school with a medical school and a law school.
Outstanding graduate programs. But the real HU conversation
That's
is
all
actually.
He's going to say about that.
Yep, it's actually an outstanding marketing thing. I particularly like it a lot.
Michael Reed said, Colsey ain't going nowhere as long as he doesn't lose to Valley or Bethune-Cookman.
You better not lose to
Or
Howard. I
Jackson
know that.
State.
So did you get a chance to see the first take today, Mr. Ford?
I heard about it. I heard it went really good. I heard that what's that? Eccles? What's that arena called? Eccles?
Yeah.
What's the gymnasium called at Norfolk?
Yeah, Eccles Arena.
Eccles. They said it was packed.
Yeah.
They said it was packed.
Chuck, you want to say something?
Yeah, it was packed today. I work at a restaurant here in Monroe, and I saw First Take on. They had a television silence, but I could see that crowd. Because being in the restaurant, I got a chance to watch it with the volume when I got off from work, and they had a packed house this morning.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You know, I've always said Norfolk is like Southern. Right now, they're a sleeping giant. And they need somebody to wake that, especially that football program up. I think Mike could be the person, because they should be. Listen, I could see Norfolk State as a perennial power in football. I could see them, with their facilities, the location, that Tidewater area turns out all kind of great athletes. They could do great things at Norfolk.
Dang. Mr. Ford, they said Alcorn can't catch a cold.
Where's G at? Where is G?
It's gonna
We don't
baby
know,
when
Mr.
I
Ford.
tell you, it's gonna be some mess tomorrow. Ooh,
Yeah, cause G, boy, I can hear G now.
Did you hear about the Prairie View coach at the luncheon?
No, what happened?
Mr. Ford, the Coach Tremaine Jackson. He was complaining about the Texas Southern coach.
Yeah, Chris Dishman.
Yeah, he was complaining about it. Why did he make fun of Texas Southern and their AD with his pending sexual assault lawsuit?
All's fan love and war.
What you mean? All's fan love
Listen,
and war?
baby, them guys, hey, they going at it.
They was
Listen.
going hard in the paint. I'm like, I know this man who was just saying
I
can't
wait to see that game, y'all. I can't wait. Listen, I think that's SWAC TV, right? The Texas Southern Prairie View game, is that on SWAC TV?
Yeah, Chuck is saying yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get my wife to make sure we can get it, because I know it comes through Hulu. In the Hulu.
No,
you get your phone. If you have your phone and tablet, you can get the app.
Okay.
TV. Yeah.
Listen, y'all. It's getting ready to listen. That Texas Southern Prairie View rivalry is already hot, but it's gonna be 38 hot now. Yeah, they getting ready to do it now. Hey, listen, but I've always said, Mr. Bona, and you and I have talked about this. I want to see two perennial powers out of Texas. If we can get one, that'll be fine. But I would love to see Texas Southern be a big time winner and Prairie View be a big time winner.
Oh, Mr. Ford, they said then Dishman called Bubba McDowell in the fold and told Tremaine he was in Bubba's parking spot and his name was still written on the parking spot. And that Bubba left him a program.
If we can get them two programs out, you got to remember now, it's over 30 million people in Texas. It's enough athletes in Texas for everybody. The city of Houston turns out 500 D1 football players every year.
This drama is juicy.
Yes. And it's going to make the SWAC more money. It's going to be like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Yeah. It's going to make the SWAC a lot of money. What we're going to have to do is move that Texas Southern Prairie View game from that soccer field to either NRG or to Rice Stadium. That's what you need to do.
Why? Because it's
Move
bigger.
it from that soccer field to NRG or go to Rice Stadium.
Ooh, is blue on here? Is blue in
Yeah, there
here?
he is right there. Blue on here.
Where blue?
Right there. See him?
He said Bama State's about to score again.
Hey.
Andrew Body is balling right now.
Hey, Blue, we pulling for Andrew Body to turn the SWAC out.
Ooh,
I want him
touchdown.
to turn the SWAC out.
You ain't even been talking about it.
Yeah, I told you, I want Andrew Body. Listen, we've been missing him for what, 2 years?
Alabama State just scored.
Mr. Ford.
Huh?
They got an
Say Alabama State just scored.
Listen, how long ago did Andrew Body leave Texas Southern?
This
Is that 2022 or 2020? What was that?
Touchdown, Alabama State.
Yes. You know what's going on? Let me tell you something. You're talking about a clash. A clash is going to be September the 27th at Bragg Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Andrew Body bring them Bama State Hornets in there to fight them FAMU Rattlers. That's going to be a fight, y'all. That's going to be a fight down there at Bragg Stadium.
New score, Alabama State 35, UAB 38.
Ooh. Body 74% completion percentage, 228 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 113 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Wow.
Hey, Blue, you going to that? You going to Tallahassee when Bama State and FAMU meet up? Or you going out to South Dakota?
Why would you ask Blue that?
You know, Blue never get up and drive to South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana State. They'll do that now.
He usually goes there for like.
Hey, Blue, are you going to be in Tallahassee, Florida at Bragg Stadium September 27th when Andrew Body and the boys come to Tallahassee?
Oh, now you hyping that game up.
Man, can you imagine? You see how this boy playing? Andrew Body in Tallahassee? Ooh, that's going to be on. Then you got the Hornet Band versus the 100. That's going to be on.
Not with that defense. I might be there for North Carolina Central versus FAMU. We'll see. I just bought a house, so I need to borrow some coins first. I know that's right, Blue. Yeah, we're going to see what his numbers are on October 11th. We got a no-fly zone, and we ain't. We got a no-fly zone, and we putting a linebacker on the. Oh,
and Mr. Bona, you know, Bama State's band came up here and performed for the Braves, for the Atlanta Braves. It was HBCU night. They invited Alabama State's band to perform. Jay, did you know about that?
I saw. I heard about it.
I saw some of it too. Yeah.
We're just gonna go ahead and make another service announcement. We have JTV Videos. He is going to be representing and giving us some great footage and highlights this weekend with the band, and he is taking some donations to reduce the offset the cost for hotel, gas, food, and travel expenses. Any and all donations are greatly appreciated. His Cash App and PayPal is listed below.
Oh, and I also want to remind everyone that I was approved for the September 6th matchup between Jackson State and USM. So I will definitely be down there in Hattiesburg on next week.
Mr. Ford.
Are you going to go to the Southern game when y'all go to Southern?
I'm filling out my credentials for that in the morning, Mr. Ford. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Ford, that's like the biggest game or band battle. I mean, I think they already whooped up on them a couple of times. in their sleep. But you know,
Oh, y'all talking about
just
that
wait.
boom box?
Yeah.
Oh, listen. They turned that land out last week. I'm gonna tell y'all now. They turned that land out. They left this town. Everybody was talking about them.
And speaking of boom
Oh,
box,
I would like to say that Florida A&M performed for the Althea Gibson.
Yeah,
let me pull
they
it up
went to
sometime.
U.S. Open. They took about 35 members. Yeah, Althea Gibson is a graduate of Florida A&M.
They took about 35-piece band.
Yeah, they took about 30, about the size of Howard's band.
Mr. Ford.
TJ, I just
You
want to
just not gonna let
say
them
I
live that
want to
down, Mr. Ford, are you?
apologize ahead of time because we are real. We are real.
Always remember this. The reason this is a disgrace with what Howard is doing with that band, Howard has the largest endowment of any HBCU. Their endowment is over $900 million. You got a $900 million endowment. You can't put 120 pieces on the field. That's bullshit.
Jesus, Mr. Ford.
Mr. Let's go Alabama State. There's 12 minutes left on the clock, roughly 12 minutes, give or take, in the fourth quarter. They need to make a stop here. Oh my goodness, they almost intercepted it. Oh my goodness, he batted the ball and it went up in the air. That was the interception that they needed. Drop the ball. Welcome to the SWAC, TJ.
Yep. It's different.
Yeah, it's very different over in the SWAC.
Oh, let me.
Yeah.
No, we're genuine in the SWAC.
Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just laughing at Mr. Ford. What he was just talking about. He keep me laughing. It's gonna come off. And you know, he's one thing. One thing I like about Mr. Ford. He doesn't hold back anything. He's gonna shoot straight from the hip.
Straight from the hip, Mr. Ford.
Once again, a $900 million endowment, and you can't put 120 pieces on the field? Come on. Think about that.
I don't know if that was encroachment or if that was a false start, or that's a timeout. Let's go, E. I'm excited. I mean, 35-38, that's a lot of points, though. Good Lord, that's a lot of points.
Just imagine what they're going to do in the SWAC, baby.
Who? Score 35 points
Them
on who?
Hornets.
Score 35 points on who? Our defensive coordinator.
They might be all right in the SWAC. We got to see. That, what you call it? The Magic City going to be hot.
Oh, wait. He's going to say something. Go ahead, Chip.
Yeah, when that ball is kicked off and snapped on downs, that's going to be the tell-all. That's the way it goes. You never know each weekend what's going to occur.
From what I'm looking at, this is a totally different defense than Alabama State has usually had. And that is very, very telling. It looks like a continuation for Trent Dilford in terms of not being able to stop the ball. Neither one of these teams are showing defense. And that is a difference maker for Alabama State, because Alabama State has been so dominant with their defense and they've been lacking on offense. And now they have a lot of offense. They're lacking the defense. And unfortunately for everybody else in the SWAC, Jackson State has clicking on all three cylinders in terms of offense, defense, and special teams. Brandy, in the words of our defensive
Andrew Body have?
I think 2.
How many years of
Scored
eligibility does he
35
have?
points on who? 2. He has 2 more years. Or this is
Okay, 2 more
he
years.
has 1
Okay.
more year
All right.
after this.
Okay.
I want to say 1 more year after this.
Okay.
Scored 35 points on who? Not happening.
Hey, Miss Brandy.
Non-existent defense. Dang. That was a question that I had for Coach Eddie Robinson. I asked him about his defense and, was he able to bring in those key pieces because they lost a lot this year. And it says UAB has Bama State's defensive coordinator from last season. So I might want to say that maybe it's the personnel. Maybe they don't have the personnel.
Who is that?
UAB has Bama State's defensive coordinator.
Yeah, Ryan Lewis. Yeah.
So,
hey, let me ask your guest from Hampton a question.
TJ.
Can he hear me?
Yeah, he can. He can hear you. He's on mute though.
One of my pet peeves. I want to see the MEAC and the SWAC combined. What's your thoughts on that?
A question related to the MEAC and the
Here we
SWAC
go again.
combining?
Yeah, I would like to see them combined. What you think about that? Give me yay or nay on that.
Think about the MEAC and SWAC.
Give me your thoughts on that.
Well, I don't really think about the MEAC and SWAC like that at all. But certainly, why would the SWAC want to combine with the MEAC? The MEAC is, struggling in that regard, and the Celebration Bowl is the benefit of having 2 conferences. So I don't see why they would want to do that. The bigger challenge now is the MEAC just has to get some teams from somewhere, CIAA or SIAC or somewhere, to grow the conference, right? And I think they're.
But that would be one of the reasons the SWAC would combine with them, to help save them.
But then where would your Celebration Bowl go?
It wouldn't have to go anywhere. It would be just like the AFL and the NFL merging. The Super Bowl didn't go anywhere.
So you're suggesting that it'd be one conference with like 2 different
under the leadership of Dr. Charles McClellan. But I'd say you got 6 schools in the MEAC, 12 schools in the SWAC. We're talking 18. If we could go and add maybe 2 or 4 more. So what's your thoughts on that? You saying you don't think that you don't see anything beneficial?
I mean, the way you said it is, it's certainly reasonable or possible. I think some of the bigger challenges are with all of the changes in conference levels. If you're asking me what I actually think that we're going to see, and it's a whole different conversation, a lot of schools deciding to change their level. I don't know that a lot of schools.
You mean going down?
Yeah. I don't see a lot of schools being willing to move up. More likely because of the cost. I expect a lot of schools to be moving the other direction. But that we're gonna have to, that will remain to be seen. But I think your idea is certainly viable, specifically if the MEAC continues to struggle to expand.
Thank you.
Mr. Ford, you be just putting it on thick. You are advocating for that merger. I can't wait to play bingo on Saturday. We will be handing out SWAC cards. And that's actually one of the spots, is Mr. Ford brings up that merger.
Yeah, under the leadership of Dr. Charles McClellan.
Yes, it's that's actually on the bingo card. It literally says, Mr. Ford says something about a merger. Yeah. Take your ass back
Mr. Mona, listen, I've enjoyed you and your guests. I got to get to bed. I got to deal with 12, 13-year-old kids tomorrow.
All right. Have a happy Friday. Tomorrow is Bethune-Cookman versus FIU. And
Willie gone. Willie gone.
I will see you. Are you coming on SWAC Saturday? Are we taking a week off? Or are you coming for SWAC Saturday?
Listen, all I'm doing Saturday is I'm watching Hampton versus Jackson State. I'm watching Florida A&M versus Howard, And then I'm watching Texas Southern versus Prairie View. I'm starting off the day at 12 noon. I'm watching the PWIs. That's Texas versus Ohio State. That's my whole day on the couch.
I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be watching games. I just love game. I'm diverse with my viewing. I just love football.
And of course, y'all know I'll be out in the field this
You'll be
season.
doing what, TJ?
Oh, I think I'm going to be at a watch party at Armstrong Stadium in Hampton. So I think I have to be down there for something else. So I think I'll be, I think I'll be down on campus.
That's cool. That's cool. And I will be at, and if you are in the Charlotte area, I'll be at the Jack and Jill's for the Charlotte Metro chapter, Jackson State, and then also Hampton's alumni chapter will also be there. It's a joint watch party in Charlotte, North Carolina. And hey, we're gonna have a, depending on how that game is, maybe I need to come on time. The Texas Southern versus the Prairie View, since they've been going at it like a real rivalry. I might need to be on depending on how close it is.
Well, when there's a lot of talk like that going on, usually one of the teams get blown out. So somebody's gonna get blown out.
Somebody's gonna get blown out. They definitely are probably gonna be fighting. It's gonna be a good.
Somebody's gonna get blown out. When you got this much talking and chirping, somebody's gonna get blown out.
They're gonna get drugged all up and down the field, wasting grass.
Somebody's gonna get blown out.
UAB
get blown out badly.
Coach said that they're gonna be taking a lot of grass.
Listen, everybody, y'all have a great night.
Thank you, Mr. Ford, for coming on.
All right.
Good chatting with you.
Alcorn just got a fumble. Okay, Alcorn, fight back. Fight back.
Yeah, Tamana. Yeah, UAB just scored again.
Dang. So what does that mean? Are they still only up by 3 though? I mean, no. I mean,
they're down 35-44.
Oh, okay. Still a close game. There's still 8 minutes left. So
I think it's under review right now.
Yeah, go ahead and reverse it. Tell them to reverse it. We need Alabama State to pull out this win. Do you guys want to stay on here and just follow the score and y'all watch it at home and just let me know in the chat? Are we staying on? Are we getting off?
I mean, we might as well stay on.
I'm going to excuse myself.
Okay, thank you so much for coming on, TJ. We appreciate you for coming on the podcast and sharing that information with us and sticking on after.
No, it was fun. It's good to hear and understand kind of that SWAC love that y'all have for each other. It's all love.
Yes, thank you.
All right, y'all take care.
Well,
right,
the chat
bye.
is welcome tomorrow. They said stay on.
Okay, that's because TJ has had enough. Wait, so, y'all need to get Mr. Ford under control. What did he say last week? He did something.
Yeah, I'm here watching myself. I'm looking at the review on here. Yeah, it's under review.
Oh wait, I think they ruled in favor.
Ruled in favor of who?
Oh, let me rewind it real quick. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, they upheld it. So touchdown UAB.
Oh, my baby is snoring.
Yep. So new score: Alabama State 35, UAB 45.
Oh, okay. Since we're staying on here, it's such a great thing to be able to fellowship with our brothers and sisters in the SWAC. JTV is doing a fundraiser tonight, and this is to offset the cost for hotel, gas, food, and travel expenses. He is going to the Hampton versus Jackson State game, and next week he'll be going to Southern
Miss.
Miss versus Jackson State in Hattiesburg. Any donation will be greatly appreciated. He has a Cash App and a PayPal. That information is listed below. Thank you so much for supporting our content creators. And JTV is a band content creator. He's also plays a very large role in supporting my channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
The only score I care about is JSU by 40.
I know that's right.
Hey, after that game, y'all got to get out of Hattiesburg. Why people can't stick around in Hattiesburg?
Man, look, I heard about them people down there in Hattiesburg. So, yeah, as soon as we win, yeah, go ahead, hop in your cars and get on back to Jackson.
What's wrong with the people there? What do they do?
I don't know if I should say it on live.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say if they were to lose to a HBCU, it would not be pretty.
Oh, Lord. Hattiesburg is not a sundown town. There's literally Black people that live in Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg is sundown. What part of Hattiesburg? I've been to Hattiesburg several times when I was in
Oh
college.
yeah,
I used to go all the time with my friend and his brother. That's the Pine Belt. Them folks ain't friendly when they lose to us. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, Chuck's saying something. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, people are saying things about Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg, a lot of Blacks live in Hattiesburg. They had a Black high school that was their name, Rowan High School. People of a certain age remember that school. They had a Black high school there, and also that's where, one of your coaches at Jackson State, I think he coached at Rowan High. Bob Hill, I think that's where he coached in Hattiesburg before coming to Jackson State. I think he coached at Rowan High. That was a Black school during segregation. Yeah.
I was getting ready to say that's all we was outside at night. Outside at night. That's all we was doing.
oh yeah. They said make sure y'all abide those traffic laws when y'all coming in and leaving Hattiesburg, because they cops do not play out there.
They writing tickets.
Yeah, writing tickets and probably doing other stuff.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what club I was in. I'm just outside.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, Brianna. Simpson County Police.
I'm learning something new, y'all. Especially the highway patrol.
Yeah, McGee, Mississippi. Yeah, McGee is in Simpson County, isn't it? There's McGee in Simpson County.
No, somebody said yeah.
Okay, yeah, McGee, Mississippi. I remember I've been to those towns, going to Hattiesburg. Yeah, I know people that graduate from USM, and I almost went to, they have a good arts program, being in art. Yeah, but Brett Favre made it bad gave that school a bad look with him taking money from people in need. I didn't like that. That's part of I didn't care for. And then that's not everyone at USM. It's just him acting. He's showing the kind of person the true person. He's a low down old person. He's a great quarterback, but he's low down. 13.
The welfare queens. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this score back up. 3rd and 6 at Alabama State's 29. Okay. Hattiesburg is Forest County. You know the state troopers will be ready for us Jackson State folks on Highway 49. Basically, just know the police will ticket and pull you over. Everybody got to work that weekend. Don't nobody got no time off on that weekend.
Bama State picks up the first down.
Let's go, Big Bama State. I got a ticket for going 41 and a 35 after JSU.
Oh, is it house call? Is it house call? Ah, oh,
It is house call.
Touchdown. Oh wait, touchdown. Or did he?
Is it a touchdown? What's going on? Don't be over talking about it's a touchdown.
It's first and goal. First and goal. Yeah, first and goal.
Where are you
failed
watching this game at?
Oh, I'm watching on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, they threw a flag. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's see.
Oh Lord, here they go with the cheating. You know they're gonna cheat if they don't do nothing else. They done threw a flag.
Yeah, so he fell first to goal but fumbled, but the team recovered it. So I don't know how they gonna do this.
What's the flag? What's the flag for?
Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out. So it was a penalty on both teams. So he said that he said that two players running. He said two players ran into each other, something like that. So it basically offset it. So I don't know.
They trying to cheat.
But it's first down. It's first down.
On the 1 yard line? Oh, okay. 2 personal fouls. Gotta replay the down. First and 10 on the goal line? Or first and 10 it's 35.
Oh no, it's first and 10 at the 35.
Damn. They be cheating.
So yeah, they brought them all the way back.
Over there. Why do they make stupid penalties? I always get so upset and mad at players when they do dumb shit. Like, I always get pissed when they do stuff like that. Because they will literally cost the game. I'd be so mad. Like, damn, you costing the game like that?
Another flag? What happened this time?
Dang. Uh-oh. Look at him. He's like, that's bullshit. Look, yeah, he's mad. He's pissed.
They call holding.
Alabama State Alabama State knows not to fight like they did at Jackson versus Jackson State. That's all I'm gonna say. They know when and where to do it.
Well, they better not do that up here.
Now you know they is not gonna let him beat them. He needs to quit getting hit. He's got to stop taking hits. I think that boy done ran about 300 damn yards. Do they even have another dudes in rushing. That's crazy. It was like that last year too, y'all.
Okay, what's that?
Mm-mm-mm. Body won't hold up facing an actual defense. I mean, he just running straight through him. I ain't never seen somebody run that fast through I'm surprised. If I'm Trent Dilfer, I'm gonna be looking at that defensive coordinator that I just hired. Like, this is a totally, completely different defense than what I saw you run at Alabama State. And then they're just gonna have to be like, well, I don't know if they have they threw another flag. What they throw a flag for that? What's that a
Oh
flag
no, there's
about?
timeout.
I see a flag out. Oh, maybe this thing is delayed. Maybe it's delayed. Now what's going on? What defense UAB in? Cover 3? Listen, all I see is a whole bunch of like penalties, and it's just I don't know what's going on. It's not once they start cooking it towards the end, it's not a fun game to watch at all. Because it seems like they're getting penalties, they're stopping the flow of the game. It's crazy how they start cooking it towards the end. I'm pretty sure that coach is going to be fired though, because if a FCS team is running on you like that, you don't hold no type of like. What are you going to do against other FBS teams?
They're not gonna make it anything. Then they're not gonna make it. I'm looking at Alabama. I mean, University of Alabama, Birmingham. I look at them. It was happening tonight. They get in that conference. They gonna get blown out by teams. They not. They not. Yeah, I was just looking at what they're doing. I'm looking at it here on my tablet on YouTube. What Jay is watching. Looking at the same thing. I'm looking at that chat, and people are saying the same thing he's saying in here. Says that the officials are cheating. What Jay is looking at, and we all looking at the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You watching the live stream on YouTube?
Yeah, that's what I'm watching. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm watching that live screen, and I'm looking at that chat. There's a lot of Alabama State people in that chat, and yeah, I don't know what the officials are looking at, and it's confusing. Yeah, Dilferel's on the hot seat. Yeah, he's on the hot seat. Yeah, I'm looking at that. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at them. It make me wonder. I know he's probably is wondering. Said a guy coming from Alabama State that had a great defense and coming there and being scored upon. Yeah.
Just
Ooh,
throwing flags all up and down the
ooh,
field.
ooh.
Ooh,
Go,
Alabama
go, go, go,
State.
go.
59
Touchdown.
yard touchdown! Alabama State. Tell me there's no flag. Tell me there's
No
no
flag,
flag.
no flag,
Tell
no
me there's
flag,
no
no
flag,
flag.
y'all. Tell me there's no flag. Woo! Oh my God. Can you imagine you're shooting, you're passing on, isn't UAB an FBS team?
Oh, I was actually just about to ask that question. I think Chuck is playing it right now.
Oh, okay, let me take him off mute. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, UAB is a Conference USA school. They're in there with Louisiana Tech and I think Tech is in Conference USA. Tech is about I think next season Tech is going to be in Sun Belt with University of Louisiana Monroe and Southern Miss and all those schools. They're going to be in Sun Belt. See, they've all been in Conference USA. I think University of Memphis is in that conference. Memphis is one. I think if they play Memphis, I think they're gonna mouth the field with UAB. If they're on the schedule, I think Memphis will mount the field, and Memphis has some good teams.
Well, you said Conference USA?
Conference USA. Yeah, that's what Louisiana Tech, which is 30 miles west of me in Ruston, Louisiana. They're gonna be in the they're gonna be in Sunbelt next season. This is their last season in Conference USA. They're gonna be in there with University of Louisiana Monroe. They're reviving that rivalry between them and ULM and University of Southern Mississippi is going to be in Sunbelt as well next in 2026 football season.
Oh, it's saying they're in the American Athletic Conference.
Oh, it's American Athletic. Okay, it's American Athletic. Okay, I was looking at this Jalen Kittner. I want to see related. There's a guy who used to be quarterback in the NFL. I think he played with the Seattle Seahawks.
Extra point is
John
good.
Kittner. Yeah, I wonder if he related to John Kittner. He used to be NFL quarterback with the. I think he played with the Seahawks and the Bengals. And I remember John Kittner, and I wonder if Jalen Kittner is related to him.
Oh.
On, there's 4 minutes left in the game. They down by 3.
So I just wanted to point out, just looking at this, Andrew Body has had 6 receivers. 3 of his receivers, Asa Greg had 3 receptions for 31 yards, 1 touchdown. He's caught 100% of his 3 balls. Carl Ligon and Jamari Holtzclaw. Jalen Jones looks like his main target. He's had 7 targets and he's completed 6 of them for 174 yards, 1 touchdown, which was of course that 69-yard touchdown, 86% completion rate. This like 42 to 45. So basically they would need to score. They need to get a stop and then come back and try to score. Alcorn just gave up a touchdown, so we can go. I'm trying to get back into to this. I remember how I used to do it last season.
Oh, that was almost close. Almost.
It was almost what?
Yeah, so Bama State kicked it off and the ball bounced on the field and it
They
bounced up in
almost
the air.
recovered it.
So yeah, it was almost close to catching it and then running in for a touchdown. That was almost close.
Alcorn penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. 2-yard penalty on T. Jasper accepted at the Okay. Y'all. So what y'all thinking about the SWAC this season? Does it look like Alcorn can save the SWAC?
We will see. Like I said, when that ball is kicked off and the ball snapped on downs, we will see what's going to happen in the SWAC. You've been getting a lot of material of a lot of talking. During the summer, that's where you're getting a lot of like what happened between Tremaine Jackson and Chris Dishman. Had a lot of WWE going on, but now it's kind of the situation. Now the season's kicked out. Is put up a shut up.
Based on Alabama performance, do you think the SWAC East is incompetent? Is there competition in the SWAC East? Here, let me.
You said there a competition where?
In the SWAC East.
Oh no.
Based on how Alabama State's playing UAB.
Oh, based off this game? Yeah, a competition for second.
For me, the only thing that I would have to say about Alabama State is that you're heavily weighing on Andrew Body. Like, of course he's
UAB calling the timeout.
But in terms of rushing, okay, Jamari Holtzclaw. It's just Holtzclaw and Andrew Body. They've rushed for 182 yards, but 119 of those came from Andrew Body.
Oh, Tamona?
Yeah.
Yeah, UAB just used their last touchdown. I mean, their last timeout of the game. And Bama State got 2 left.
You can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. You're soft in the middle. So it looks like we got a couple of folks that are still soft in the middle. Now, I'm not bringing back out. I done already put all that stuff up. Listen.
You better not run this thing. You better not. Oh my God.
You better not what? 48-yard gain to Alabama
UAB. UAB in scoring territory. Damn.
Again? They're in the red zone?
Yep.
How do you guys have absolutely no defense whatsoever? Neither one of the teams. What you saying, Chuck?
Pick it up. I said UAB saw weakness there, saw an opening and got through there, and look at they deep in Alabama State's territory.
But if you really looked at Alabama State's defense last year, in terms of what they had, like DeMarcus Cunningham would never allow 50 yards. I'm trying to name some more of the defense from last year that was just ridiculous that they had. Rico Dozier, linebacker that they had. James Burgess, cornerback that they had. Who else did they have? Traquan Thomas was a linebacker that they had as well. That I remember that was just like ridiculous. Kanye Varner, who is now at Jackson State. So like that's like I want to say the majority of your heavy hitters on defense, all of those young men are no longer on there. So that's 2 linebackers, a cornerback, and I want to say like a defensive tackle. So they're saying
Lord.
Southern and Bama is soft in the middle.
They just got pass interference.
So they giving them a whole another set of downs. Is that what you're saying? I bet you.
Wait, say it again.
I bet you Alabama State's not gonna fight them like how they
Oh
fighting.
Lord.
What? What happened? They got a defense. They got a touchdown.
Hold on, wait a minute. They checking.
You know that they are not getting ready to allow them to whoop their ass in here.
It's second to go, but they at the 1 yard line. They like right there.
They said touchdown. If I was Andrew Body, I would run that stuff right back on down there. I'm surprised they didn't do a 2-point conversion.
Oh, 2-minute timeout. Okay.
Boy, what's Alcorn looking like? Dang, 10-20.
Oh, Alcorn scored? Wait, is that the end of the
Why are you
game?
saying that so surprised? No, they still got
I
9
mean,
minutes left. Why are you so
oh,
surprised?
well, I mean, didn't y'all say that was down? Look, that was down 13-0 at one point.
That was terrible. That was terrible. They they should be ashamed. What? I'm just glad that they did score. I really am. Let's see who their quarterback is. Jay Talbert. He's 13 of 33. Good Lord. 143 yards, 2 interceptions, 39% completion percentage. Now G said that they had somebody that's able to pass. They're gonna be doing some passing this year now. They've actually kind of had even amount of possession of the ball. Ed, who is just stealing scholarship money?
Ed over here cutting up again.
Yes, he talking about they just over there stealing scholarship money.
Lord have
That
mercy,
kid from Howard
Jesus.
Carter. God have mercy on my soul. Not Norfolk look like Bishop Sycamore. I thought Coach Vic got it together. Y'all got me over here giggling. 2 minutes. Man, thoughts and prayers for UAB. I think they're gonna fire they coach after tonight. You might as well go ahead and pack it up.
Oh, they got him. They got him. Third and goal. I'm saying Alabama State's defense got him. It's third and goal.
It said that it was an offsides penalty. They called a penalty on him. Oh, they didn't? I just want to make a public service announcement, okay? Public service announcement. A public service announcement, because we be cutting up in these comments. Now, what's good for the goose is good for the gander now, y'all. Okay? We be
what you mean by
up.
that?
I'm just saying, 4th and goal. He been down all game. Called another penalty. What? They trying to give him another set of downs?
Oh, look like
they be cheating so bad. Oh, they be looking for something to charge. Oh, you was offsides. Oh, you was this. Oh, you was that.
Wait, they reversed it back to 2nd and goal? I thought it was 3rd and goal.
They be cheating so bad.
Man, look, I was watching the Delaware State game. I just had to turn it off because at that point.
What happened with Delaware State? What?
It was like self-inflicted wounds.
Self-inflicted? What was they doing?
Uh-oh. Wait, what just happened? Oh, UAB just got off hard.
Did Vic win? No, Vic didn't win. He got his ass toe out from the frame. That's his welcome to being a football coach, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because we can't say welcome to the MEAC until like what?
What is it? October?
I was gonna say maybe like late September.
So well. They had no chance of beating Delaware, but Delaware State did better than I expected.
Nah, they was that.
In the beginning,
they was getting in there. Yeah, I thought they had a chance. This stream keep freezing.
Mine?
No, I'm talking about my TV. I'm watching the Bama State game.
Okay.
Oh, I think they sacked him.
It's on YouTube, and yeah, it is freezing. Jay and I are looking at the same thing. Delaware State started out well, but it just it fell apart. I think these two guys are realizing, they're coming in as coaches. What they're gonna
Wait, what you said? Tamana?
They got to get acclimated into coaching, and yeah.
You said something, Tamana?
So what's the score right now? Is it still 42-45?
Yeah.
So they do have a chance to get the ball and then score and then win?
Yeah. That's if UAB don't score.
Yeah. State.
Both teams out of timeouts now, so at this point.
They're just gonna fake an injury. I'm surprised. Woo! 7-yard touchdown. UAB touchdown.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you get like 8 chances to score, you're gonna score at least. Like they kept giving them restarting the downs.
Yeah, that sealed it right there, and just say go ahead and get ready for the next game. Yeah.
I mean,
They
everybody
said,
still have a chance. There's still 119 left.
no, at this point, it's going to kind of it's going to be tough.
I mean, I honestly thought they were just going to run the clock.
Yeah.
You know, they was up 45-42.
Let's see. Andrew Body had 312 yards passing, and I see Kidner had ended up having 247. Yeah, Body had a great game. Yeah,
42
they're going to take care of him.
okay.
They're going to take care of Body at the line because he's had 2 injuries. You want to keep him healthy. You want to keep Body healthy. You don't want him to have another injury.
Also, Ed, is Alabama State in first place? Is Alabama State
No, they
in
not.
first place?
No, the hell they not.
Listen, I'm gonna just be real honest with y'all. Look,
Maybe
Alabama
1.5,
State,
but not 1.
listen, Alabama State cannot win the SWAC with no defense. You can't. You cannot do that. But more importantly, I think it's the UAB team is so bad. Like, their team is so bad that I don't know how their recruiting goes for those lower tier FBS schools, but I would venture to say that when a player thinks about going to a school, like, you know how some kids get excited about going from FCS to FBS, they're probably looking for some NIL money, right? And in terms of FBS teams, maybe UAB doesn't have the money to compete with some of the other teams. So, like, UAB is terrible, but they still beat Alabama State. But then Alabama State's defense, I would say the defense of last year, if they had that same intensity, they would have definitely beat UAB and it wouldn't have been close.
UAB is in the same position as right here in Monroe, University of Louisiana Monroe. They're on the FBS level, but they're a horrible FBS program. University of Louisiana Monroe. That's what UAB is, and they just don't have the. And it's a coincidence. The head coach of ULM used to be a UAB, Brian Vincent. He was there under Bill, wasn't it? Bill Clark that was coached there at UAB. UAB had a good team during that time. He was an assistant under him, but now Dilfer is a mess. And I was looking at what Whitley said in the comment about Norfolk State about needing to about protein. They might be what Michael Vick might doing and say they need some money for nutrition. They might like what happened. Mo Sims said. Mo Sims, the strength and conditioning coach, said at FAMU at the 220 quarterback class, they need money for nutrition. That might be when Michael Vick might be saying to the people at Norfolk State. Yeah, Whitley, you made a great point there about the protein. Yeah. Because they were getting pushed. Yeah, you need to have that strength. Yeah. One thing Jackson State does have, y'all have a big old line.
Love Alabama State. I do think that they have to reduce the amount of times that Andrew Body runs. They have to get, some running back.
Please get a first down, please. Okay, they got a first down. Okay, they got a first down, but I mean, this game basically over with now at this point. It's 14 seconds left.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I want to say Alabama State probably covered.
Well, this game.
So Andrew Body looked very dynamic. He had 16 attempts for rushing for 119 yards, 1 touchdown for 60 yards was his longest rushing touchdown. And he averaged 7.4 yards.
All right, let me turn this shit off.
Right? Oh my gosh. I know y'all ain't in here rooting for Bama State.
Oh Lord, Zordon. Zordon.
Look at him.
I'm rooting for the HBCU, sir.
We're rooting for the blacks, Zordon. Jordan said, it's Jackson State and Jackson State only. Oh Lord. We want to look good. We want to look good for the SWAC.
They had a chance too. They had a real good chance to win this game. They really did. Oh, I think Chuck trying to say something. Timona.
What happened?
Because I think Chuck trying to say something.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alabama State. What Jay just said. Yeah, they Alabama State had a great chance of pulling an upset. But it came down to like I said, then the defense broke down. They don't have that defense like you've been accustomed to seeing at Alabama State. And that's something you were talking about. It was a coincidence. I was saying that the UAB is they have lower in FBS. It's kind of like University of Louisiana Monroe here. And by the way, Timona, the head coach at University of Louisiana Monroe, Brian Vincent, he's wearing 2 hats. He's the head football coach and he's interim athletic director because the guy John Hartwell that was athletic director, he stepped down. Brian Vincent he's interim athletic director as well as head football coach. Yeah, that's where they are now here in Monroe, trying to look for an athletic director. They're in bad shape, but like I said, that's why I cut out the women's tennis program. They want to, like I said, they want to live the champagne life off of Kool-Aid money. That's the way people are looking at it.
Champagne life off of Kool-Aid money.
Yeah, they have you thinking that they're doing something big at ULM. And they're struggling financially. That the money is not there. They're not, you talking about like you were just talking about NIL and all that. They don't have that kind of money. You know what happened? The coach at Grambling, when Broderick Fosler was there, he was making more money than the head football coach at ULM. And it was making more. Yeah, they were making more than the ULM football coach. Yeah, they don't have.
Oh, I was about to say, is the Alcorn game still on?
Always Alcorn.
Let me see if I can find that game on YouTube.
10 versus 20.
ORNG is streaming it. Look like
ONG's. Okay. Okay, y'all. Well, it don't look like it's 4th and 5 on Alcorn 38. So it looks like they'll probably be Northwestern State is like bad.
Oh, they got 4 minutes
I just
left.
Don't like to see us. I don't like seeing us lose to bad. But what is
did they just lose the ball? I hope they did just lose the ball. Alcorn lost the ball, y'all.
What you over here saying about Body? That he's taking, that he needs to get some running backs and tight ends, Kelly G, so he's not putting so much pressure on his body. What are y'all over here saying about Body? He ain't finna be running through Jackson State defense like that. So y'all better have some running backs and tight ends ready. Don't y'all send that boy through Jackson State's defensive line. Oh Lord. Oh God. None of the blacks won today. Win today. Yeah, look. Look. Don't try that. Don't do it against our defensive line, please. Please. Oh, while we are not talking about anything else, can we please talk about this, which is Micah Parsons traded to the Packers today.
Wait, who's that?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, y'all talking about. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about.
Cowboy. Well, he was a Cowboy, but
Yeah, I saw Doc wasn't taking it too well.
for me, I think it's great. So I have an announcement to make in terms of the Cowboys. Mind you, I don't fool with Cowboys. I don't fool with Cowboys at all. But we're going to have to root for the Cowboys this year, y'all. We're going to have to root for the Cowboys this year. And you want to know why? Because the Cowboys not only signed James Houston, they reclaimed Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land was waived by the Colts. And the Cowboys picked him back up. So Isaiah Lang will be coming back to the Dallas Cowboys to be on the practice squad. So the Cowboys have currently Marquise Bell, James Houston, and they're on the 53-man roster. So James Houston and Marquise Bell, which of course Marquise Bell is from FAMU. This is his 4th year with the Cowboys. 6'3", 205-pound safety. So they picked up and then they bought Isaiah Land back. And of course, as you guys know, they just most recently signed James Houston. So, and this is his 4th year as well. Yes, with Parsons, Cowboys definitely number 1. Without Parsons, Cowboys definitely number 31. Whoa, Parsons was that good? I don't know. I feel like this is a chance for James Houston to elevate. So James Houston's getting ready to show them why they call him the problem. And this probably elevates the chances that James Houston gets more reps. So I'm excited. Interesting fact about Miss Taylor Townsend. I want to say she played at a HBCU. I want to say she played at okay. So her mother played at Lincoln University in Missouri. And her older sister Simone played college tennis at Florida A&M. Okay. Wow. So It was her mother who attended and played. Ostapenko can go to hell. Oh, wait a minute. Andrew Body. Ed, what is up with the overreactions? Why do you say they're going to overreact? 1st and 10 on Alcorn's 33. Alcorn has 2 timeouts. Northwestern State has 3 timeouts. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. Can Alcorn at least come and score? The team Alcorn is playing haven't won a game in 3 years. Well, that's not good.
For real?
Chuck, Northwestern State been that bad?
Yeah, one season, they didn't, they cut out the season because one of their players got killed, and they had cut the season. The season they didn't have a season. They ended it right there because of that player's death. And Northwestern doesn't have. Northwestern used to have good teams, but they lately they've been bad. They have this coach that's there now. He hadn't been there that long because the guy was there, Brad Laird. He was let go, and after that young man's death, and it's just they just, like I said, they just had to end the season and just start all over again. And they're not the Northwestern State that people have been accustomed to. They used to be competitive at one time, but all that has changed. And you see now we're in the college athletics landscape has changed, as we've been talking about all the time. Yeah, I don't think they can adjust to that landscape. Yeah, it's quite different for Northwestern State, and then the Southland schools like University of Incarnate Word and all. I think they gonna mop the field with Northwestern State. Them and I don't know what McNeese had. That's why I went to school at McNeese. I don't know what McNeese has now. And I was looking at some other schools like Lamar and all that. They gonna mop the field with Northwestern State.
Where's Northwestern State located again?
Natchitoches, Louisiana. Natchitoches, Louisiana. That's in northwestern Louisiana. That's south of Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, that's where Northwestern State is located. That's where the former LSU head football coach Ed Orgeron went to school. He and Bobby Hebert, they were teammates in high school and college at Northwestern State. They all went there, and that's what Natchitoches, Louisiana is where that movie Steel Magnolia. I remember that movie was filmed back in the late 80s. It was filmed in Natchitoches, Louisiana. They're known for the Christmas tree lighting festival down there. I've been to the Christmas tree lighting festival one time. It's a beautiful sight to see all those lights for Christmas. And Natchitoches is a beautiful town. That's where the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame is located in Natchitoches, Louisiana as well. I forgot to tell you that's where the Hall of Fame is located for Louisiana sports.
Well, you said it's located where?
Natchitoches, Louisiana. They're known for the Natchitoches. It looked like the word looked like Natchitoches, Natchoches. It looked like Natchitoches, but it's Natchitoches. They know for the Natchitoches meat pies. Those meat pies are. Yeah, they know it's a beef. It's beef inside of a crust. Natchitoches meat pies.
87-10.
Yeah, that's
87-10.
That's that's in Natchitoches, Louisiana, Jay. Yeah, that's where that's south of Shreveport. That's in northwestern Louisiana. That's why it's called Northwestern Louisiana University.
Oh, okay.
Northwestern University of Louisiana, they call it. Yeah, that's a beautiful town. Beautiful town down there. Like I said, that's what Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame is located, and like I said, that's what the movie Steel Magnolia with Dolly Parton and Sally Fields and all, and they were Mary Kay Bottom. That was all filmed right there in the late 80s. I remember they were doing that filming during that time because the news stations here interviewed them and did interviews with them while they were filming. Okay. Yeah, during that time they interviewed the cast during that time. I remember that. That was a big boost for us. Yeah.
I was about to say, why is people in chat talking about some Valley gonna beat Alcorn? And Southern. That's just crazy.
Unc, you talking about from Alcorn? He talking about Unc? Well, damn.
Orange.
Oh, RNG. Oh yeah, RNG. That's what I'm looking at his. I'm looking at his YouTube right now and watching the game.
Damn, how the fuck you dropped it?
Blue said that this is probably one of the most embarrassing losses of the SWAC, basically. Like, it's so bad that we have two ends of the spectrum here. We have Alabama State, who literally, they don't have a defense, but they just, went toe-to-toe with UAB. And then you have Alcorn, who's getting ready to lose to somebody who hasn't won in 2 years. Huh?
I said Alcorn just got sacked.
Do you know how bad tomorrow might be bad, y'all? And y'all know why. Y'all know why tomorrow is going to be bad, because Alcorn lost. Baby, they're going to have a field day with that.
Wait, don't somebody play tomorrow?
Bethune-Cookman plays FIU, but I'm talking about, like, it's going to be rough in the SWAC. It's going to be rough in the SWAC tomorrow. Oh, God. Unnecessary roughness, Northwestern State penalty, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Okay.
Ball is going to be at NSU.
Is it 30?
39.
39, okay.
Can they even make it out? Y'all.
Can they at least just score one touchdown to make it a very close game or something?
Lisa says they do have a defense. UAB is a FBS. Okay, they said they do have a defense. Why would they have a field day? Why would they have a field day? Didn't Norfolk State just get drugged across the field?
Yeah, HBCU nightly. Majority of my MEAC. The only one that comes on as SWAC would be BJ Jones, who went to Southern, and Herbert Seward went to Alabama State, but the others went to the MEAC. Like Josh and Erica Dia and Markham. They're MEAC. Yeah.
Elitism doesn't win football games, so I'm sorry. Norfolk got smacked. Delaware State got smacked. Yeah.
Well, you said who got smacked?
Delaware State. And I'm actually kind of upset about
I'm not gonna lie.
Because
them refs was Lord Jesus.
We don't care nothing about no refs, because next week when they start cheating on us, we can't use those refs for cheating. So basically, they had us do all that damn hyping for Norfolk and Delaware State, and they're basically the same team. Same team. Mr. Moore, Delaware State paid Delaware today.
Yeah, I thought Norfolk would put forth more effort, with Michael Vick being the first season coach. They started out well, but it just went under, and like they just gave up. I just noticed that about them. I think Vic was standing there like he was kind of, he had the headset on, like he just sitting like, okay, what do I do next?
All the way.
Yeah, he was standing. Vic was standing there on the sideline with his headset on, like what do I do next? He was just kind of walking and kind of like he was confused. I know he's kind of a reserved person anyway, but that's just the way he looks. But like he's kind of like, okay, what do I do here? Mm.
If the hope for let me put that. If the hope for the MEAC is North Carolina Central and South Carolina State, for the MEAC, and they don't, then Norfolk State's not going to be competitive. Delaware State's not going to be competitive. I heard that Howard got a new offensive coordinator and quarterback, so we'll see what they look like versus FAMU. But you have to show us something.
Froze up. Yeah, froze up.
Dang, Alcorn State lost too.
Okay, yeah, this game basically over with.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question, and I'm really not trying to be funny, but what benefit do you have for playing Northwestern State? Like, what do you get monetary benefits for playing them? Like,
What classification is Northwestern State?
They're FCS like us.
Oh, okay.
Fans are about to rush the field against Alcorn. Ooh, that's trifling.
Yeah.
I hope they don't have Alcorn on ESPN.
Oh my God, he just fumbled. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this game over.
Yeah, there's no payout. You're not getting no payout. And you didn't get no type of attendance. You just over here wasting grass. They probably gonna
that stadium do look empty.
They probably gonna put them on ESPN, embarrassing us.
Wait, is it on ESPN?
Bro. It's probably gonna be embarrassing.
I mean, they got possession. I mean, Northwestern got possession of the ball, so they might as well just go ahead and just put them out their misery.
No, my point is there's no monetary value.
They're rushing the field. They rushing the field. They're rushing the field.
Oh, not rushing the field. Edwin Moore, my point is that there is no reason whatsoever to play these types of games. You're not getting a monetary benefit out of it. You don't get brownie points beating Northwestern State anyway. Baby, when I tell you it's going to be rough tomorrow, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. I promise you, after what just transpired this week, it is going to be rough in the SWAC tomorrow. Prayers and thoughts for Alcorn State, because tomorrow it's going to be ruthless. I'm not going to say nothing.
In the words of Monique, I would like to see it. Will G have something to say? Stay tuned.
Oh, I got something to say. Wait, do I have that video? Oh, God.
Y'all hired some homegrown talent. I'm proud of Jackson State. Everybody give me a round of applause. Everybody give me a round of applause. They hired some homegrown talent. And got a homegrown ass whooping. That's a homemade ass whooping. That ass whooping from scratch. Okay? That ass whooping went out the box. That ass whooping came from scratch. Them folks told you last year, I hope you put me on homecoming. Them folks told you what they gonna. See, it's one thing to sneak up on me. If you're gonna sneak up, I lost to Texas Southern last year homecoming, right? I didn't see that coming. They snuck up on me and they beat me. Them folks told you, if you put me on your homecoming next year, I hope you put me on your homecoming. You dummies did it. You did it and got your ass whooped. I got something to say.
Where is it at? I got something to say. Let me put that on loop.
I got something to say. Yes. 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 I got.
Hello. Welcome back to Lessons with Kobe. Today, we will be learning the term belt to ass in sign language. First, we're going to break it down. Stay with me. Belt to ass. One more time. Belt to ass. Together now. Belt to ass. And that concludes my lesson.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all hired some homegrown talent. I'm proud of Jackson State. Everybody give me a round of applause. Everybody just give me a round of applause. They hired some homegrown talent. And got a homegrown ass whooping. That's a homemade ass whooping.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to this visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused down here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing one to me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to this.
Baby, what I tell you, it's gonna be terrible tomorrow.
I don't know how to fix it. Mama Shirlene, I don't know how to fix it.
They said he gone.
What Brother
Listen,
George say? What he say?
listen. I am not laughing at Alcorn State. I am laughing at the fuckery that's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be an ugly day for some folks in the SWAC, baby. Oh, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Wow. Wow.
Couldn't be me though. They are so effing petty. Why do they still got that feed going? Let me play my stuff because this Saturday, baby. And then we going to bed, y'all. We going to bed. We're going to bed. My light turned off, and I don't feel like going back over there to plug it up. I'm getting ready to show y'all something before we leave out, and that is, of course, them rushing the field. They are going to be gassing this up.
Wait,
This is why the ring light, I mean the light, it turns off.
Oh, you stepped on it on accident?
I'm too lazy. Yeah, I'm too lazy to figure out what, who, what, when, where, why, and how. I'm not gonna do all that. But let me play this for you guys because it's absolutely ridiculous. Doug Scary. The Demons Win. That is not a good title, but that's what they're called. The Demons Win. It's like, oh my God.
Satan prospered tonight. And I just
not the Demons Win. It's been 1,027 days, but tonight the streak is snapped. This is so embarrassing for the SWAC, y'all. Or is it embarrassing for SWAC or Alcorn? Which one is it embarrassing for?
It ain't got nothing to do with me. That is on them.
They even let all the time run out. Oh, I would have been pissed. Baby, when I tell you it's going to be rough in the SWAC tomorrow. Thoughts and prayers, prayers and thoughts. They might not win another game for another 1,000 days, but they beat Alcorn State.
What conference is they in?
I don't know. Southland, I think. They ain't doing nothing but wasting grass.
Wasting grass and getting drug on their ass.
Y'all
Okay.
put it in there. Y'all put it in the chat. Big sad Braves. What we calling them? The big sad Braves. Ain't did nothing but wasting grass. Not all.
This has been a very good, very, very, very interesting night.
Yes. I'll be back Saturday. It might be late night. So I will put like a time of like 9:30 on there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm coming on at 9:30. It might be 9:30. It depends on where that Texas Southern versus Prairie View is at. Stock talk with Alcorn's schedule, they might not win this year. What? Brandy's saying Valley might be Alcorn.
That's what everybody in Unc's chat saying. They said Valley might be Alcorn and Southern this year.
Ooh, it's the year of the Delta Devils. Couldn't let that shit happen to me though. So it's late. We are the honeybees are smaller. More.
What do you mean by that?
Talking about the honeybees. I think he's talking about the dancers, maybe. I don't know. Or is he talking about the defensive line? He's talking about the Hornets are smaller. I don't know. All right, y'all. Hey.
This has been a long night. What time is it?
Yeah.
It's almost midnight.
So late night SWAC Saturday, y'all. We will be here cutting up per usual. What are we waiting on?
Oh Lord, Lionel in the chat. Or Unc's chat.
Oh, I was gonna say he ain't in this chat. He damn sure ain't in this chat. He's been banned from the channel.
Yeah, he said Bama State winning the East. That's okay. Okay.
There you go. I'm glad he's over there and not over here.
Ooh.
If Valley beats Southern, man, I'm betting for Southern but pulling for Valley. How you betting on Southern but pulling for Valley? Did Corn lose and then provide the fifth quarter soundtrack for the field storm? No, Avis. Alcorn lost. It's embarrassing. Okay, y'all need to tell Mr. Ford that he can't act like that in front of guests. And a Hampton, I know he was clutching his pearls. He's probably thinking this is a ghetto show. Ooh, Mr. Ford clowned him so nice. Why would you tell him to his face that he need to take his ass back to the MEAC? Mr. Ford. And that you're gonna be a perennial loser.
You knew Mr. Well, I ain't gonna say you knew, but you knew Mr. Ford was gonna say something off the wall. But I just didn't expect him to say that to his face like
Mr.
that.
Ford
That was crazy.
So bad, y'all. He was asking him rapid fire questions, and I was like, "Damn, well, you do got some good ass questions to ask him," because I wasn't even thinking about that.
One thing about Mr. Ford, he gonna ask you what's your opinion about the conferences.
Coordinator.
About the conferences
now,
combining.
He was asking like rapid fire questions. I was like, "Damn, you really testing this man's knowledge." Mr. Ford said, "Well, you're gonna be a perennial loser. You're gonna lose. You won't be a winner." Wait, Mr. Ford. Why win? You can't win the CAA.
I mean, just completely excuse the fact that they won 5 games last year.
Do you think you're gonna win 5 games this year, Mr. Ford?
Now, no, he said that. He said that about A&T. He said, "You think A&T gonna win 5 games in the CAA?" But now, Mr. Ford, you know.
You listen. When TJ said the word competitive, I said, "Oh my god."
Man,
he said, "We'll be competitive." He said, "We'll be competitive." I was like,
"Nah." That man said we're gonna be calling for Ocho Cinco to take over a team. I said, "Who's saying that? Who said that? Please tell me."
Oh Lord! Oh God!
And they said them Alcorn fans going to be marching to the reservation, pissed.
Wait, because this is him tomorrow. But just like he said he takes his licks. But boy, I know G.
I got something to say. Yes. I got something to say. Yes. I got something to say. Yes.
He done fixed that crab boil with all them potatoes and fried fish and corn and done.
Now look, Buck taking licks. He finna get 5,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a SWAC team.
G was talking so much shit the other day. I'm so sorry for G. He was talking so much shit the other day.
So man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say. So man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, y'all. We gonna leave up out of here.
May the Lord watch.
Oh wait, y'all. I want to get that. That meme. Let me see if I can find. I can find it.
Wait, what meme?
Let me find it. It's
what
so
meme
funny.
You digging up?
Andre was in the was in there clowning. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. Oh God. Let me see if I can find it.
Lord Jesus. Do I gotta prepare myself?
They said this gonna be G begging for Fred McNair to come back.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In your honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
Lord have mercy,
Hello
Jesus.
there, your honor. I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In your honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm
Hello
sorry.
there, your honor.
You still
I wanna
singing?
say
How long is this
I'm
video?
sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In your honor, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry.
Oh my God, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
His vibrato a little shaky.
I am absolutely so sorry that I cut up like that.
Yeah, his vibrato was a little shaky. He gotta smooth that up a little bit.
God, please help me, but that's gonna be G tomorrow. I am so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. Oh my God, I started crying. I just want to say I'm
No,
sorry.
no, stop. No. Mm-mm.
Fred McNair, I'm sorry.
You are terrible. You are terrible.
No, I'm sorry. That man got 25 years. He got life. Life. Double life. He over there singing, I'm sorry. Sir, you are going for the rest of your natural life.
And 25 more now for life.
I'm sorry, I have to play it again, y'all, because I'm petty.
No, do not play that again.
I need this. I'm laughing so hard. I'm laughing like from my intestines are getting ready to come out of my stomach. I'm laughing so hard. Y'all, this is what I'm gonna say tomorrow.
Hello there, your honor. I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In your honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. Hello there, your honor. I want to say
here. Let me help y'all with the effects because I don't think you guys understand. So let me see if I can help y'all. Oh, Jesus. Y'all need to get the full effect of it. I don't think you guys have a full understanding of what's going on. Woo, Jesus. Y'all, Don't tell nobody I was over here clowning like this late at night, okay? Because most people, this is a 3 hour, almost 3.5 hour show. So nobody's gonna watch like the ending of the show where I'm over here.
I'm sure they'll find out about it sooner or later.
So nobody tell them about the ending of the show when we started really cutting up.
Hello there. Your Honor, I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In Your Honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
Lord have mercy, he's singing tone deaf.
Hello there.
Okay, I'm done, y'all. That was enough. That's enough, Timona. That's enough. Well, I'm so happy that football is back, right? Because that's what it's all about. The football season is back. We're gonna jump right on into the gospel music, y'all. You know how we get down. And this is actually very, very, very becoming of us to do this, which is, of course, Alcorn's had some good days. They've had some hills to climb. So this is a really good song to go out to because days are going to get better. And I know they are feeling some pain, but they just need to thank the Lord. A change. If they keep playing like that, a change is absolutely, definitely going to come. Everybody have a good night. Like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to make a donation or join the membership, please do so. I will see you guys back here for late night SWAC Saturday.
And don't forget
what we do. We didn't do nothing.
Orange in the chat.
He was over there clowning on his channel. I was tuned in. I was listening.
Middle or watch
between me and me
while we're absent.
One from another. Everybody have a good night. Damn. I done messed up. Worried about the school in the hood and then lost to the demons. Poor Alcorn.
Damn.
I've had some good days.
Hey, y'all, G is live now. Y'all, G is live.
G on live right now. Oh, I know you live. Nah.
Everybody, we are finna go to G's live. Let me copy and paste it.
Oh, he really is. Oh, wow.
Y'all, put it in the chat. G live now, y'all. So let's go on over there.
I've had some good days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I follow my road. The clouds hang low. can hardly see the world. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows one thing for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world I could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows one thing for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say,